living on a disk, floating through space, with a tiny sun.
Why are y'all screaming?
Hey, I'm FTFE and welcome back to the channel that does to stupidity what Bob Nadell did to the notion of a non-rotating Earth.
A 15
Bob,
degree
dude, oh my
drift.
god.
Yeah, thanks Bob, thanks Bob. So, yeah, welcome to another Monday night debate. I am amazed that you're all here watching. It's 2021 and, you know, we're still discussing the shape of the Earth. It's amazing, isn't it? So tonight we have someone who you may have seen recently on another channel. We might as well just introduce him and get this started. Straight from his latest performance with Limp Bizkit is Fred Durst.
No, y'all can't stop.
Here we go. Fred Durst, welcome to the channel. Fred, thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to come and debate.
Yeah, no problem.
So,
this is not going to help you.
I mean, you know, humor always helps. I see that you were on MC Toons recently. That was a fantastic debate. Not necessarily for you, but how do you think that went?
It went horrible.
For you or for MC Toon?
For everybody watching. And for the dudes that paid, paid like over $100 to say that, why do I type in capital letters? I think it was awful for everybody involved.
I mean, that's hilarious.
Your boy looked completely just deflated and feminized.
So I read a study earlier.
And he was giggling. Yeah, he was giggling the entire time while I was trying to.
It's hard not to laugh at stupid. That's sure. So
you call me stupid already? Why would you call me stupid?
No, I said stupid things. I said stupid things. Now calm down. So I read a study earlier that said that people that type in all capitals, it's because they want to be heard above everyone else and have low self-esteem. Is that how you feel?
Is that what it is?
I have a different theory. Do you need to talk? I mean, get real, dude. If you're worried about things and you've got low self-esteem, we can talk, man. You know? I thought
we was talking. Yeah. Listen. I'm going to tell you why I type in capital letters. It's actually a multi-level reason why I type in capital letters. The first reason I ever started typing in capital letters was because I lost an account that had like 15,000 people following me. You know, boom, they took it, gone.
Which account? What, a Discord account, a Twitter account, what?
Instagram account.
Oh, right, the thing that 12-year-old girls use, yeah, cool.
Yeah, I met your mother there.
Cool. Yeah, I remember after my mum met you, she was like, dude, so
if you're going to do insults, hey, dude, if you're going to do insults, just know that I grew up in New Mexico and I grew up in New Orleans, and you're not going to out-insult me, dude.
Is your self-esteem so low that I insult? Is your self-esteem so low that I insult Instagram and you take it as an insult against you? Lovely.
Yeah, because I'm using it and I have 15,000 followers. It's you're trying to insult me.
No, I just pointed out a fact that the majority of users on Instagram are 12-year-old girls, you know?
Okay, so show me the link.
The link?
Pop the link up there. Go. Cool. Yeah. Wherever you got that fucking information, let's go.
Okay, I'll admit it is an opinion. It's probably an accurate one.
You look like an asshole now. What's the next thing?
So
I'm talking about why I type in capital letters. Shut up, man.
Yeah. Now carry on and let everybody know why you need to be heard above everyone else.
Want to know why? Besides, this shit is delayed as fuck, bro. I'm telling you.
I'm not getting any delay.
Okay. First reason is because it bypasses censorship. When I type the way I type and I use all the emojis that I use, it shows a particular personality that will not be able to be shut down. I can use any account, any name, and you know who is speaking. That's the first reason that's the only reason I came up with this. That's the only reason. Then I come to find out that it triggers snowflakes and emotionally weak people. Oh my God, that's just a win-win. So I decided I start using that. I'm using that when I analyze you people, and every result.
Analyze.
Yes, I analyze you, how you respond to the capital letters. It's a projection. You're angry. You're curious. Things like that. It's a projection constantly. It's a readable projection, by the way. It's very palatable how much you guys respond the very same way.
So where did you study like your psychiatrics and everything? Where did you study all that? Just out of interest.
I read things. I read things that the people that study this read.
Cool.
Yes.
Ever read a physics book?
Yeah, didn't you? Where'd you get all your stuff?
I studied.
Did you get things right?
I studied in the Navy, in the Royal Navy, using practical applications to show that I was
shit
right.
crapped out again.
You hear me? Can you hear me? Only flat earthers have problems with this technology. Refresh. Yeah.
Is that me or you? Can you hear me again?
Mm-hmm.
Is that my shit or your shit?
Yours.
That's... How can I prevent that from happening?
Use a PC. Just refresh it. Just refresh. This is going to be fun. All right, you there? We can hear you.
Yeah, let me try. How do I prevent? Is there something that is my phone is doing that?
I don't know.
Have you encountered this before?
Sometimes when people use Apple phones, I mean, most people find vMix fine, but if it happens, just refresh the link
only
and come
stupid
back
people
in.
using iPhone? Are only people using Android now?
Well, I'd say most flat earthers that I've encountered use iPhones for some reason.
You know what I've seen done with an iPhone one time? We were heading out to a wind tower, and my partner got on. He had a wireless USB, and he connected via internet to the tower, and he was able to shut the tower down with his phone and control the tower on his phone.
Cool. Story, bro. That sounds fun.
I guess the moral of the story is it really doesn't matter, and it doesn't show intelligence what phone you use.
Okay. All right, so we're going to get into the conversation in just one sec. I had a few super chats to start with before we even started the show, so I'm just going to read those out.
Super chat.
Irish Demon for $2.99 Australian says, got my lighter fluid and matches ready. Should get the marshmallows as well. Signa Step for $2
yeah, it's gonna be a show.
Says, best community on YouTube right here. Damn fucking right it is. Aslam for $5 Australian says, is this the Jason that was on MC Toon's channel? Yes, it is. Asking why we use the Havershine formula to navigate. Why
navigate? What the fuck's navigate?
That's me not saying proper words. I haven't slept much in the past few days.
Oh, that's a typo. You're a fucking idiot now. And I'm just kidding. What's
typo in speaking. But why do we use the Havershine formula to navigate?
Why do we... You know how sextant was used before they thought there was on a ball? And most of the world was mapped using the sextant.
That wasn't the question that was asked.
Navigation.
No, that wasn't the question that was asked.
Okay, explain what that is, and then I'll explain
why is the Havershine formula used to navigate?
Explain what it is, and then I'll explain why you use it.
All right, so you don't know what the Havershine formula is, just to be clear.
No, I want you to explain what it is, and then I'll explain why you use it.
It's a way of mapping journey times on a three-dimensional surface. It's how you create a great circle route. It's what pilots use to navigate, and only works on a globe. Is that
naval?
No,
is that naval?
Pilots use it. All pilots use it to navigate. Every single one
uses it as well. Okay, well, we're going to go back. Every time you clowns ask for a fucking map or any type of map, I'm going to say that pilots use a flat Earth map.
No, they don't.
Boat captains, yes, they do.
No,
use a flat Earth map. It blows me away. Either you're a fucking galley hand,
I can get you a pilot that would disagree with that. And
go ahead.
And
yeah,
when, as one of my jobs in the Royal Navy was to actually calculate. Hold on.
Are you talking about Wolfie?
Yeah,
come on, dude.
Actual pilot.
Yes, I know. That's exactly who you're talking about. Yeah. That's the only fucking pilot that will openly say that he uses a globe in the fucking cockpit. Can you
That's because all pilots do.
You use a fucking globe.
All pilots do.
You're fucking crazy.
All pilots use a globe to navigate. All pilots use the Havershine formula. Right.
And it's accurate. Get over it.
One simple question: is the Havershine formula based on a globe?
Observation.
Is the Havershine formula based on a globe or a flat map?
It's a flat map.
No. Is the
It's a flat
Havershine...
map because
Listen.
the globe,
Listen to the question,
dude, a globe
Jason.
is based
Fred.
off of a flat map, dude.
Come on, Fred.
What are you talking about?
Fred, listen.
Okay, fat the flat Earth.
Get it right. It's fight the tight shirt.
Show your tits. You put a fucking
I don't have any anymore.
On
They're not there anymore. They're gone.
Dude,
I lost a third of my body weight.
Super flat titties. Dude.
Yeah. So fight the tight shirt is the correct. Look, Jeffrey, you need to calm down, okay? So it's a simple question. Is the Havershine formula based on a globe or a flat map?
Just told you. It's based on a flat map.
Well,
Globes
okay,
are
that's wrong.
On a flat map.
That's totally
no, it's
totally
not.
wrong.
You just can't just say it's wrong.
I can because the Havershine formula literally doesn't work on anything flat. Right.
Literally,
so
never fucking
we'll move on from there.
Any ocean-going shit is based on a flat Earth map. The fact that the stars are in the exact same place every fucking night for 10,000 years is necessary for navigation and mapping. The map that you call globe is based on a flat Earth map.
Wrong.
It's not wrong.
Wrong.
That's fine. That's fine. People can go investigate it.
I will prove to you that that's wrong in a minute after I finish.
I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Next thing we can talk about. Give me scientific experimentation of curvature or motion.
Let me finish with the super chats, then we get
curvature or motion.
Let me finish with the super chats, then we. Cool down. Let me finish with the super chats.
Oh, your money. You gotta get your money.
Oh, I have to actually respond to the people.
I want to get you your money.
So
go for it.
I promised you I would pronounce your name right this time. So it's Marek Zeonch. Is that right? Tell me if it's right. Thank you. Woo. Upgraded his membership to Destroyers. You are the fucking man. Richard Petrusov for $2 says only Bill Cipher can type in all caps. Aslam for another $5. Sorry, I've jumped. For $2 says, I see the lack of actual food diminished his brain. Alien X Gaming for $2 says, what do you mean, you people? Fohammer335 for $5 says, I've been talking to this moron for a bit now. My prediction is that he will cite his own Instagram and provide no evidence for his crackpot claims. Do you think he'll be right?
Jason _ _ underscore.
Yeah. No
Jason _ family
Aslam for $5 Australian says, Fohammer, not much of a prediction. You saw Toon's stream. He thinks his drawings are evidence. Not to mention questions about Havershine scare him.
You think drawings are evidence?
Webboard for
I've been arguing with this guy. I've been arguing with this guy on Discord for a while.
Hold on. Let me get the super chat.
You're a fucking boss, dude. You're famous now.
Webboard for €2 says, not even smart enough to turn his phone the right way. Right, we'll carry on from there later, guys. We'll get on with the super chats in a bit. Oh goodness me, you had to be told to do that. No worries. So I just want to get one thing clear before we get into me providing evidence, which is always the case when talking to flat earthers.
No, I like it like that.
Is there any evidence that the Earth is flat?
Is there any evidence that you live on a ball?
No, that's not what I asked. Well, that's not why I asked. I asked you a question.
Give me the floor. Give me the fucking floor.
Only if you answer my question. Is there any evidence that we live on a flat Earth?
You asked a stupid question. I'm going to fucking answer your stupid question with some stupid shit.
Start recording this, guys.
The fact is, you don't have anything that proves you're on a ball. What is the point? Oh, weird. What is the point of providing you with proof of what you see in reality when you don't have any type of scientific experimentation to prove that you have a curvature or motion?
Well, we have lots, but the question I asked was,
is there look at the fucking sunset. That's what you're going to say. Let's get to that.
We'll get to the scientific experiments because I have them coming out the wazoo, but I would like you to answer the question specifically. Is there any evidence that the Earth is flat? Yes or no?
Yes.
Show me something.
Evidence? What do you cite as evidence?
A measurement, a photo
of
the flat
evidence.
Earth.
See, when I listen,
a scientific experiment.
I don't ever say evidence.
A scientific experiment that shows flat and motionless.
You want scientific evidence, dude?
Yeah.
Learn how to speak. Yeah, learn how to.
I said scientific.
You want scientific experiments?
Yeah. So if we're going to talk about scientific experiments, obviously they need to follow the scientific method, correct?
That's absolutely.
So what's the scientific method?
You have to have a controlled environment.
You have to have
controlled variables. You not hear me?
I don't. Not the first.
You have to have controlled environment. You have to have controlled variables. You have to have independent variables.
We'll start with step one.
Repeatability.
Right, we'll start with step one. What's step one of the scientific method?
You have to, for scientific testing?
No, no.
You have to have a controlled environment.
No, what is step one of the scientific method?
That's what it gets to. We're going to a scientific experiment. Scientific
experiments are part of the scientific method, but you said you know what the scientific method is, so let's show that you know what you're talking about. What is the first step of the scientific method?
I just explained it. It's not going to match up for what you know it as, okay, buddy?
So you're talking about a different scientific method.
Pseudoscience.
No. Pseudo. Okay, what's the definition of pseudoscience?
Is have a controlled environment. Environment.
Stop, Fred.
Do we agree that you have to have a controlled environment for scientific testing?
Part of the experiment is that, but if we're talking about the scientific methods,
do you not have to have controlled environment?
Do experiments have to follow the scientific method? Yes or no?
Yes.
Then what is the first step? What is the first step? What is the first step of the scientific method? It's very simple, a bit like you.
When you're doing scientific experimentation...
No, that's not what I asked. What is the first step?
That's what it is.
Right, so you don't know what the scientific method... Dude, if you want to say you... If you want to say you don't know...
We're talking about the testing. We're talking about the testing.
That's part of the scientific method. If you don't know what the scientific method is...
I'm talking about the part you're confused about.
If you don't know what the scientific method is, you can just say, I don't know what the scientific method is.
Can we bypass the ignorance if you want?
No, if you...
But it's a waste of time. We're going to get to scientific testing. We're going to get to scientific testing.
You can't just get to scientific testing because that is dictated by the scientific method. I'll teach you a thing. So just
it's like
pay attention for a second.
It's like something. Hypothesis, theory, experimentation.
Oh my God, you've no idea what you're talking about. This is hilarious. So to start with, the first step of the scientific method is to make an observation.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
The second step of the scientific method is to create a hypothesis based upon that observation. Okay?
Yeah, it's called a theory.
No, it's called a hypothesis.
It's a set. It's called. It's like a million different things at this point. What did you say?
No. It's called a hypothesis.
You see it in nature. You see it in nature, right?
No.
You hypothesize what's happening.
No, it's not about seeing in nature. It's just you make an observation. You then make a hypothesis based upon...
where the fuck are you if you're not in nature making an observation?
Will you please listen?
Where are you?
The scientific method...
No, I need to dissect everything
The scientific method doesn't say that. We are talking about the scientific method, and I am telling you what the scientific method is.
So
please listen for a second. Please listen for a second. Right.
Okay.
The scientific method says the first step is make an observation. It doesn't say in nature. Okay. The second step of the scientific method is to make a hypothesis based upon your observation. The third step of the scientific method, the third step of the scientific method is to then make a prediction based upon your hypothesis. And then that is where you get to the experimentation. You then design an experiment to test your hypothesis. Your experiment has to be in a controlled environment using controlled variables. Make sure you have an independent variable and a dependent variable.
I knew all that shit, and I knew we was going to get to this point.
Yeah, but you missed everything before it.
For anything you do.
Yes, we do.
Yes, I knew all that shit, you fucking goon.
We have controlled experiments.
I knew we was going to get to this point where you say scientific experimentation needs to be conducted in a...
what happens after the scientific experiment?
Needs to be conducted in a controlled environment, yes or no?
Yes, absolutely. I don't think you know what a controlled environment is, but that's not the point.
Oh, no, I know what a controlled environment. Go ahead and explain what a controlled environment is. You didn't even know what the scientific method was. I did know.
So I doubt it.
I know exactly
what is the step after?
I've already been through this a billion times.
What is the step after the experiment part? So you do the experiment, and let's say
No. We are doing an experiment. No. See your chicken shit.
We're going to get there. But we are just talking through the entire scientific method.
There now. Experiment.
Fred,
controlled environment.
Chill your tits. Okay, take a deep breath.
Man, talk about some titties, bro. About to throw some water on you.
Talk about those chins. What's wrong with you? So, try and pay attention.
Are you fucking serious, my
Yeah, I mean, I've seen more in a Chinese phone book, but Anyway, so pay attention.
Less hair.
Pay attention. I've got a penis hair. What are you on about? So. I promise you, we will get back to the experiment part, But after the scientific experiment, say the scientific experiment
Why would you want to
disproves...
go after? Why would you want to go after the scientific experiment?
We are
That's
going to
fucking
get back
ridiculous.
to there. I am just educating you right now on...
Why would you want to go back to it? Let's just talk about it in order. What the fuck are you talking about?
If the scientific experiment...
Let's talk about the experiment.
Listen. If the scientific experiment disproves your hypothesis, what is the next step after that?
Bro, we are talking about experiment. Now we need to talk about the experiment.
So guys, Fred Durst here doesn't know what the scientific method is. That is quite clear.
We're talking about the experiment. You are literally...
what is the point?
Right now you can witness
what is the point of the experiment?
Of you fucking purposely avoiding this experiment part. You know why? Because
we're talking about that now that we've demonstrated that you've no idea what the scientific...
that meet the requirements of scientific method,
Fred,
my guy.
Fred, don't make me mute you, okay?
Yeah, fuck out of here.
Right, so...
What a joke,
we're going to talk about the scientific experiment now, right? So, calm down.
Woo!
Right, what is the purpose of the scientific experiment?
Purpose? To prove what you saw in nature and your hypothesis. Incorrect. Are you fucking shitting me, dude? You literally just said that.
The point of the experiment is to test your prediction. You remember that step?
Are you serious?
Do you remember that was the third step after hypothesis? You make a prediction.
That, my guy.
No, you said that. You said to confirm your hypothesis, not to test the prediction. So make sure you get it right.
Yeah, this is the same fucking thing. I did my idea right or not?
Right. So you claim there's no scientific experiments that can demonstrate the motion of the Earth.
There's no. Let's start with curvature. Because
I want to start with motion because that's one of my specialties.
Where it's fucking first.
No, we start where I say, welcome to my show.
First.
Right?
Because I don't give a fuck, man. It's science.
Yeah.
Science. You're either going to fucking avoid talking about science.
No, my science is I'm talking about the rotation right now. So you say there's no scientific experiment to demonstrate rotation.
To have rotation. You have to have curvature to have a ball to have rotation.
Okay, and the scientific experiment can show it's a ball with showing rotation as well. Now, so you say that there is no scientific experiments to demonstrate that there is rotation. Is that correct?
Sure.
Right. So what do you call a pendulum? You call it a laugh. Nice one. So I'm going to show you a video.
How is that science? How is that in a controlled environment? How is that? Where is the controlled? Where is the fucking independent variables on that?
Yeah.
We
can talk about the independent variables.
Not moving. The thing swings wildly. The thing is in open action.
So you don't understand.
Like why
should a pendulum move on its own or not stop moving? That's not what the experiment's for.
And we slow down halfway through the year, then we speed up the other half of the year. What the fuck are you talking about? It should be spinning wildly.
Did you take your ADHD medications today? Did you take your ADHD medication today?
You know how stupid you sound saying a plumb bob is a fucking science experiment just hanging there? That's a simple observation. And it proves flat Earth. It proves that you're stationary.
Calm your tits.
Next.
Calm your tits.
Whack. Dude, I knew this was going to be a fucking home run, bro.
Right.
This is like...
listen. So
this is like a vegan talking to a...
Okay, I'm going to mute you if you don't stop talking.
A zombie.
I'm going to mute you if you don't stop talking.
Dude, everybody's here to hear me talk.
No, they're here to watch me destroy you. Now, please...
No, they're here to hear me talk.
I would like you to listen.
They've already used every excuse you said.
I'm going to mute you.
Every ammo they've had in the comments.
I'm going to mute you for a minute whilst I explain to you what is going on in this, okay? All right? And no one can hear you right now because I've asked you to stop talking and you won't, so I've had to mute you. So
I'm going to put some music on while you try to explain bullshit.
So
what are you trying to explain? What are you trying to explain?
I'm going to show you a scientific experiment demonstrating the rotation of the Earth, right? But
I'm waiting. I've been waiting.
Yeah. So if you be quiet, I won't have to mute you.
Why does I have to be quiet? I have to do anything with fucking you produce.
Right, okay. I'm going to explain the scientific method and how this experiment adheres to the scientific method. Okay? Now, pay attention.
Excellent.
Right. So
you pay attention to make sure it's got a fucking controlled environment.
Listen.
I'll check you on it.
Listen. A controlled environment isn't what you think, but listen. Right. So to make sure.
But you keep saying that, but you don't explain it. So
I'm sorry. Again, did the middle of my sentence interrupt the beginning of yours there, or? I'm sorry about that. So, To conform to the scientific method, the first thing you have to do is make an observation. Many of my observations and many people's observations make them suggest that something happens, right? A simple observation of the stars moving in the sky. A hypothesis from that observation could be that the Earth is rotating. So, what you need to then do is make a prediction. If the Earth is rotating at 15 degrees per hour, there are certain effects that should happen. Do you agree with that? If you're not going to listen, then this is pointless.
It is pointless. What's
well,
up?
Try and pay attention.
No, pay attention then. Goofy ass audience.
Pay attention then.
It's not a conversation if you mute me,
well,
dickhead.
If you don't shut up, I need to mute you.
I muted you. Fuck you. How about that? I muted you. Fuck you. What's the difference?
You can't mute me on my show. Are you going to listen to what I'm trying to say? Are you going to listen what I'm trying to say or not?
Muted. Say I can mute you too, dickhead.
Are you going to listen to what I'm trying to say or not?
I did listen. No, I wasn't listening to you because you.
Right.
said
Okay.
you
Well, I'm gonna say it. No, I'm explaining it to you. Right. This is for you.
I looked it up. I've seen it. I read every part of it. I know. I've read it 100 fucking times.
Okay. Now
I
listen.
Read it 100 fucking times. And
Fred,
the part we get confused on, which is the one I went to, is scientific experimentation.
Cool your tits.
Your science is
cool your tits and listen.
You think your science is conducted in drafty classrooms.
Yeah, that's fine. That's not what a controlled experiment is.
I am demanding that the environment be controlled, which is more scientific than we're demanding, is it not?
Now, I'm going to start again, and I'd like you to listen.
No.
I'd like you to listen.
That the science be upheld, and you're not.
Yeah. Now,
I'd
like you to listen to what I'm saying, and we will get there.
Please
right,
answer that. Please, we're having a conversation.
We're having a conversation.
Listen.
Now,
come on, man.
Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Deep breath.
I want you to. Okay.
Just calm down.
Woosah. Why can't we have?
I am talking right now. We will get there.
Why is a horse barn okay for you? Woosah.
Now, be quiet and listen.
Don't get tangled up.
So.
Hey, you know where the
Fred, to have a conversation, you have to shut up. Okay.
Fuck you.
Right. So. An observation of the stars moving gives me the hypothesis that we are rotating
the
at 15.
Observation of the stars moving. They move in a perfect circular pattern. If you were on
an observation,
they would move in a elliptical pattern. You never see elliptical star trails. So you don't see elliptical star trails.
Fred, you need to stop. In a science,
according
to the scientific method. According to the scientific method, your hypothesis can be whatever
you just use observation.
That's the first part of the scientific method.
You said the stars.
That's literally the first part of the scientific method. Now, I'd like you to give me 2 minutes without interrupting me. Can you do that? All right? And I'd like you to listen. Can you also do that?
All right.
Right.
I'm listening.
So, the scientific method says you make an observation. My observation of the stars moving leads me to the hypothesis that we are rotating at 15 degrees per hour. Based on that, you make a prediction. My prediction is that if the Earth is rotating at 15 degrees per hour, there is certain effects that should be applied to objects in motion. The Coriolis effect, Eötvös effect, etc. This can be manifested in a swinging pendulum, as the pendulum, whilst it is swinging, is considered a moving object. If you are at a certain point on the Earth, for instance, at the North Pole or the South Pole, a pendulum, whilst it's swinging, will rotate 360 degrees in 24 hours. If you're at the equator, it will not rotate at all. This is because of the Earth's rotation. Now, if you are at different latitudes, wait. If you're at different latitudes, this is the prediction. If you're at different latitudes, then the pendulum will drift a different amount. So we need to set up an experiment to test that prediction, and that has been done. Would you like to see that experiment?
Yeah, tell me about it.
Right. 1 sec.
Are you talking about the clocks in the airplane?
No, I'm not. That's nothing to do with what a pendulum does. So here we go.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you're going to deny this because you don't know what a controlled environment is, but just try and pay attention.
Okay.
Right? So,
as I said, that sounds sketchy already. That sounds sketchy. Why would you say it like that? That sounds sketchy already.
Because I know
why
that
would
you're
you
going
say
to deny
that?
it.
Say it. Explain
because
why you
I know.
Like that.
I'm trying to. Because I'm trying to, but you won't stop talking again. I'm saying that because I know you're going to deny this because you don't know what a controlled environment is.
Okay, wow. Do you explain what a controlled environment is?
We'll get there. So, in this experiment, this guy set up a pendulum.
I
haven't finished. I haven't finished. I haven't finished.
If you understand something completely,
I haven't finished. Will you shush?
Because you take for freaking ever. Because you don't. You take forever to explain your dumb shit.
That's because you have a very short attention span. I can explain your dumb shit
quicker than you can.
You can't explain anything. You've been completely wrong with everything so far. Now,
let's fucking see this controlled environment this guy is crouching down in.
Oh, the controlled environment is a stairwell.
Is that fucking scientific carabiners?
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness.
As the prediction says, if you're at a certain latitude, you will get a certain amount of drift. So they tested that. Right, Jason, is this what you're really going to do? You're just going to play music instead of actually having a conversation? You're going to really act like a child?
I think your shit crapped out again, guy.
Oh, that's because you're a knob.
No.
Oh my God, this guy. So you're going to listen, you're going to act like a child, proving exactly what all photographers do.
No, crapped out. The
yeah, you were playing music. Yeah. So if the prediction stands true, you will be able to measure and actually predict your latitude on the Earth based on the amount of drift that you get off a pendulum. So they let the pendulum swing for a certain amount of time, and they measured the angle. And using that angle that they got, they were able to calculate within 1 degree their actual latitude on the Earth. This matched the prediction according to the scientific method. This is a valid experiment. So, what you would need to explain is how this matched predictions.
That looks like a room, bro. That looks like a room, and them dudes look like they're in a fucking shirt.
All right, let's get down to the controlled experiment thing. What do you think?
That's an air-conditioned environment.
What do you think a controlled experiment means?
Have some fucking standards.
What do you think?
Have some fucking standards.
What do you?
Dusty-ass fucking storage room with an air conditioner in it is your fucking standard of okay?
What do you think a controlled environment means?
Fuck out of here! It's not a fucking room like that. Put it in a vacuum chamber.
What do you think a controlled experiment? Answer the question. What do you think
How much do you think a vacuum chamber costs?
Will you answer the question? What do you think a controlled experiment means?
A controlled environment?
Yeah, it said. What do you think a controlled environment means?
A controlled environment means it's you know what a controlled environment is exactly what it is when you people say, what about when you drop a ball? That is a controlled environment because it is in your mind. And your mind is a 100% controlled environment.
So what you're saying is you have no idea what a controlled environment is.
Are you going to let me talk?
If you don't know, just say I don't know.
What?
Dude, if you don't know, just say I don't know.
You're talking crazy.
I asked you for what a controlled environment is.
I'm going deep and you're talking crazy, bro. Fuck you, man.
Let's start again. What is a controlled?
I'm going to make you either look weak or
What is a controlled environment?
You're either going to look weak or cool right now, bro. It's your choice. It's my choice. It's actually your choice. If you're cool with me, I'd be cool with you.
Again, what is a controlled environment? Do you know?
A controlled environment is a completely 100% error-free.
Incorrect.
You can control
absolutely
the environment.
100%
you can
incorrect.
Change the environment. You can what?
Absolutely 100% incorrect. A controlled
How
environment.
Is that scientific?
Because you don't know what a controlled environment is. A controlled environment is an environment where you are able to change just 1 or 2 conditions at a time. That is what a controlled environment is.
Yeah, well, that's exactly what a vacuum chamber is, Goober.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean it has to be done in a vacuum chamber.
Scientifically, 100%, a vacuum chamber is that.
No, it's not. You can.
It is. You fucking good. You can suck all the air out 100%.
So are you saying that all? Are you saying all science experiments have to be done in a?
Do you want to do a science experiment?
Are you saying that
all science? Do you want to do a science experiment with a flat earther right now?
Are you saying all science experiments have to be done in a vacuum chamber?
No, you don't.
Are you saying all science... Answer the question. Are you saying all science experiments have to be done in the vacuum chamber?
Flat Earth.
Yes or no? Are you saying that all science experiments have to be done in a vacuum chamber?
Absolutely.
Well, then, can you please show me a citation for that?
No.
Well, then you're just lying.
No, you should know that. That's what's the fucking problem. You should fucking know these things.
Well,
how the fuck is it not okay to have it in a vacuum chamber?
Because that's not what a controlled environment means.
What are you talking about? You want to do a science experiment with me, guy?
You couldn't do a science experiment if you tried.
Science experiment where you guys drop the ball, like you always say, right? You drop a ball and you say it falls because of gravity,
This is fucking
right?
hilarious.
This is hilarious. This is fucking great.
Right.
Truth is said in jest, my guy.
Okay, so we'll get to... You can do your science experiment in a sec. I'm just going to catch up on the super chats, okay? So just hold your horses for a minute. Make money. So, I hope you're enjoying this, guys. This is fucking hilarious. J.L. Warren for $4.99 says, explain how, if Earth is flat, the mathematics of wave propagation prove definitively the Earth is a sphere. What do you say to that, Jason? Did you hear?
Can you see this?
Yeah, the question from the audience was, if the Earth is flat, how do the mathematics of wave propagation prove definitively the Earth is a sphere?
Explain wave propagation, and then I'll explain how it's...
If you don't know, just say I don't know. It's cool. Wayne Falconer for £2 says, driving my bus, hope I don't miss a Flerf roast.
That makes you explain it, so that may make sure that you fucking know what you're talking about. But that's funny that you
just look up the entire science of seismology. No worries.
Yeah, go for it. If you don't explain it, that's fucking hilarious. It means you don't know what you're talking about.
We can get to talking about seismology and how that actually shows the Earth's a sphere in a bit, but I'm going to catch up on the rest of the super chat.
Seismology is a study.
Of course, the science of seismology, whatever. Wayne Falconer for £2 says, driving my bus, hope I don't miss a Flerf roast. Please pay attention whilst driving your bus. Aslan for $2 Australian says, pilot right here, we navigate based on a globe. Yes, all pilots say that.
That's absolutely ridiculous.
Cool. Are you a pilot?
The maps are flat Earth maps, dude. Have you ever seen them?
So are you a flat Earth maps? Are you a pilot? Just out of interest.
Yes, man. I studied my ass off for about a year and a half. I want to be a helicopter pilot.
Oh, and you failed. Right, cool.
And I had simulators, everything. I was a fucking pilot junkie. I know for a fact. I know what the equipment says. Dude. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Fohammer335 for $5 says, Jason likes trying to trigger emotionally weak people, yet can't control his anger when asked a question. It's true, Fohammer. Very, very true.
Hey, you want to do a science experiment yet?
Let me get through a few more of the super chats. We seem to have quite a lot. Benny Olsen for 20 Donkey Kong dollars says, bah thing, bah. Yeah, that's about right. I'll do a few more and then we'll take a break and get back to your science experiment. Richard Petrosov for $2 says 10,000 years ago, Thubin is where Polaris is, Dumby. Yeah, we can talk about stars. He said sextant earlier. That was fucking amazing.
How do you prove that? How in the fuck do you prove that?
How the fuck
do you prove that? You have to use
historical almanacs.
You have to use scripture that's from like exactly the Bible times to prove that kind of shit. You understand that?
And track the notion.
Yes, exactly. That shit was written right next to the fucking Bible that you guys fucking freak out about. Not that I'm about the Bible
I didn't say that. Cool.
Well, you're saying fucking shit. It's ridiculous. You know that your fucking theoretical concept comes from.
Oh, theoretical. Oh my God. I need to tell everyone what you said in Discord at some point. We'll get to that. J.L. Warren for $4.99 says, explain in your own words why the Earth must be flat and cannot be a sphere.
Because there's absolutely no proof. You guys say it curves. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm always
Radio
here.
Check. Yeah, you guys say it curves at a particular rate, but you just can't produce it. And when I ask you for scientific experimentation of this curvature, it's always the same. Look at the sunset. Look at the ship go over the curve. It's always the same shit. Though you can see the sunlight underneath the clouds. It's always the same ignorant ass a simple observation which you're open for interpretation. It's the same shit with you guys every fucking time. Even the master, you, the bald-headed, fat-titted femboy, the master, can't fucking talk. You can't even produce.
Bold,
You get to
fat
experiments and you
not
get
anymore.
scared.
We're gonna get there, don't worry.
Fucking
Oh my god, this is fucking hilarious.
throwing frisbees and humping your fucking anime pillow. You're not
Famous
gonna get
point-
strong like that, boy.
Paymus Prime for $2 Australian says Fred Durst can't shut the fuck up. I know, that's why he was the front man for Limp Bizkit.
Why would I shut the fuck up if I'm on a goddamn chat, dude? What the fuck are we here
Because to have a
for?
conversation at some point, you need to shut your trap. Illuminous Pooh for
Man, you need
$10
to start
says
saying
secret
something.
Illuminati shill payment. In future, can you please do that for internal comms? Karen and HR doesn't like it when those come out in public. So, no worries.
Ugh.
Right. So
You know
we
what those
got
people are into? You have kids, don't you?
we got up to
I
Gary
have
Newbury.
children.
We'll get there later. Oh, that's sad.
You got
That's
a
very
wife.
sad.
You got a
Yeah,
wife.
been married
right?
14 years.
14 years. I'm sure you have children, no?
Yeah, 2 lovely children, very smart, both know the earth's not flat.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you know that you. Wow, man. Well, since you brought it up like that, I mean, do you understand what comes along with telling them that they're on a ball that's going to?
Yeah, they're not going to be
no
retarded.
Way, it's always going to end. The sun is going to expand, and it's going to destroy the earth.
Yeah, why would I lie to them?
And render whatever
That's
they
gonna
do,
happen.
and their family, and their family, and their family does completely irrelevant. Do you know what that does to a child?
Wait, do you think that my family is going to live for like another 5 billion years when the sun expands?
Yeah, eventually your genes and it's going to have grandkids and grandkids.
Yeah, cool.
and
We'll be
grandkids,
on
no?
different planets by then. Don't worry.
You think? You
Wow.
hope, right?
Well, it'd be a good thing because this planet's pretty fucked. But anyway, over
That's
to your
so desperately
scientific
sad.
experiment.
It's not that bad. This place isn't
Come on.
that bad. You know
Over
that, right?
to your scientific experiment.
Man.
Let's make sure it's following the scientific method. So what's your observation?
Yeah, let's do that since you're so scared about everything else. Okay.
What's your observation?
No, this is going to be our experiment. This is going to be a thought experiment. No.
So
You're
it's
gonna
not. It's
agree on
not a
everything that I
scientific.
say.
So it's not a scientific experiment then.
No, it's just a thought experiment. Keep in mind before
You said
run
we were
your
going to do a
gas,
scientific
this is exactly
experiment.
what
Why did you
accept.
lie to me?
This is exactly what you accept from Einstein.
You said we were going to do a scientific experiment. I got excited.
excited.
So are we not going to do a scientific experiment, Fred?
We're going to do a scientific thought experiment.
There's no such
The
thing.
same that Einstein did. Oh, tell Einstein, bitch.
Cool.
Tell Einstein. His whole shit is theoretical because he can't do an actual science experiment.
I mean,
It's got to be
Eddington
thought
disagrees in
experiments.
1919, but anyway. So
There
come on,
he
all right,
goes.
go on
Okay,
with your
look,
thought.
we got a
Please,
soccer ball.
please
This
do
is a
dirt.
soccer ball.
Hold on, I'm going to let you dirt for 2 minutes. All right, so over to you.
Derp. No, we're going to derp together. Make sure it's not a derp.
Carry on.
Can I still hear you even it's like this?
Yes.
It's not good.
I mean, you really should have the camera the other way, but never mind.
All right. Fuck.
This is fucking hilarious.
Oh, man. Give me a second. Oh, damn it. Oh, I hate fucking Google.
So I'm waiting for this thought experiment. On you go.
Yep. They opened a new page on me. All right. Okay. This is a soccer ball.
No, it's not, but carry on.
We're going to agree on this is a soccer ball, yeah?
I mean, it looks more like an egg, but
It could be whatever the fuck we want, dumbass. It's a fucking
and
thought
we don't
experiment.
call
This
them
is a
soccer
ball.
balls in the place where football comes from. We just call them footballs. Okay.
All right, this is a homo ball. This is a homo ball. It's a homo ball. How about that?
I'm aware that gay people scare you, but
Yeah,
carry
great.
on.
Please talk your fucking shit, stupid ass. All right, that's a soccer ball.
It's a football, but carry on.
It's a football. Okay, that's a football. This is for your English fans, we'll call it a fucking homo ball. All right, this is a vacuum chamber. Okay, homo ball, vacuum chamber.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Lovely.
Excellent. If you fill this vacuum chamber with air that we breathe as humans,
Mm-hmm.
and this ball has 10 psi of air that we breathe as humans,
Mm-hmm.
and you drop that ball, which way is it going to go?
Towards the ground.
Excellent. You're a fucking genius.
But is it going to fall, or is it going to accelerate?
It's going to accelerate.
Cool. Right. At
No,
what rate?
well, the pressure of this is going to make it accelerate. The pressure of
So
this
it's going to accelerate.
Yes.
At what rate?
To a certain point. Okay. Now,
what do you mean? No, hold on. To a certain point. What do you mean to a certain point?
To a certain point, this mass can only achieve a certain velocity.
Well, depending on that small distance, obviously. So
yeah, then we'll get to that.
But at what rate is it going to accelerate?
Whatever the equation between the density, buoyancy, and density and buoyancy.
Whatever the equation between the density, buoyancy, and density and buoyancy.
Nothing to do with a theoretical concept. This is all density and buoyancy.
Right. So hold on. So you said buoyancy, right? You said buoyancy. Hold on. You said buoyancy, right?
Yes.
So
yes. I'm aware that you have attached. I am aware that the equation has been attached to what has scientifically been proven. Buoyancy. I understand that you have attached your theoretical concept, if that's what you were going for.
Well, how do you calculate buoyancy without a downward acceleration? No, hold on. You mentioned buoyancy, so I just need to make sure that you know what you're talking about. So could you just tell me what the equation for buoyancy is?
Yeah, it's got some gravity in it. I'm not aware.
Wait, so the equation is it's got some gravity in it.
Yeah, I know you're dying to bring that up.
Yeah, well, actually, so the equation is that the buoyant force equals rho Vg, where rho is the density of the medium, V is the volume that it's in, and G stands for the downward acceleration that is caused by gravity. You know, that 9.8 meters per second squared.
It's not caused by gravity. It's caused by the differential between the pressures here.
Yeah, that's
caused
by
this thicker
atmosphere. That's hilarious.
And I'm about to show you exactly how this is proven. Okay, you ready for this? Now this is the next step.
Wait, proven?
You take this atmosphere.
Oh, it's not a scientific experiment; it's a thought experiment. Okay, so carry on.
It's a thought experiment. Exactly.
So wait. Just to clarify what you're saying here, you're saying that the pressure of the atmosphere in there is what's causing it to accelerate towards the ground.
Exactly.
Right. Brilliant. Okay, so carry on.
Yeah, that's very nicely worded. Very good. Very good. I'm going to have to take you out of your fucking goofy remedial class.
So all
right.
I mean, just so we agree on what we're doing. Just so we hold on. I just need to make sure we're up to speed here. So we let go of the measurement. Hold on. I just want to clarify where we are. I just want to clarify where we are. Okay. So
me too. That's what we're doing right now. Listen. Shut up.
Right, well, let me make sure I understand. Right. We've got a football in a vacuum chamber. It's regular atmospheric pressure, so 14.7 psi. Right, and you've got a football at about 10 psi, and you've let it go, and it's accelerated towards the bottom of that vacuum chamber at 9.8 meters per second squared. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, carry on.
Sounds good. Okay. Wait, what did you say? Say it again.
Right. So
what is it?
9.8 meters per second squared.
All right. That's the rate of. What's the actual? What do you say? You say kilometers per hour over there? What's the actual miles per hour or whatever?
Well, if you're traveling at 9.8 meters per second squared, I'd need to know how far it's falling to tell you the velocity at any particular point.
This is a.
I mean, so if it's one, say it's 1 meter, it's got to fall, right? That means that it's...
No, let's say this is 20. This is 20 right here, yeah? I put it in the wrong place, I'm sorry. 20... Oh, Jesus. 20 meters? What do you...
So it's falling 20 meters?
No, it's falling 10 meters. It's directly in the middle.
Hold on. Let me do a quick bit of math. Right, so we're going to be at 10 meters. We're going to be traveling. So 10 meters is.
You can make something.
Traveling
at this point, you can literally make something.
76 miles an hour, roughly. I think.
This is a thought experiment.
Right, so let's say
it doesn't have to be accurate.
Let's say by the time it reaches so let's say by the time it reaches the bottom of that, it's traveling roughly 76 miles an hour. Okay.
If you think a fucking soccer ball is traveling 76 miles an hour after falling 10 feet, you're crazy.
10 meters, I thought you said.
10 meters, yeah, 10 meters? The ball's falling 70 miles an hour?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound right.
Well.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter. Like I said, it doesn't matter. Wait, you said meters per hour?
Meters per second
what
squared.
What is that, 50 miles?
It's accelerating at 9.8 meters per second squared.
Okay, whatever. Perfect.
Okay, but anyway.
Anyway.
Carry on.
Anyway, so what we're going to do, this was air. We'll just call that air that we breathe, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so now
about 14.7 psi.
What is the letters for helium?
For helium is He.
Just He?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell. That doesn't work either. Practice. All right. So we fill this sucker up with helium, and here there's still air. Correct? 10 psi?
Inside the ball, yeah. Okay.
Yes. What happens now?
The density of the ball is still going to be higher than the helium. It's still going to probably accelerate towards the ground at about 9.8 meters per second squared.
Okay. About?
I'd have to do the calculation. I'd have to do the calculation on the buoyancy formula based on the density of the helium. What pressure is the helium at?
So you're just doing buoyancy and density calculations.
What pressure is the helium at? You know, it depends. The acceleration towards the ground is gonna. The acceleration towards the ground is gonna. Yeah, the actual acceleration towards the ground is going to depend on the density of the medium. And that's what the buoyancy formula says.
You're right. So let's put 10 psi of helium in here.
Okay.
So just to make it comprehensible, right?
Right.
So that's gonna squeeze on this sucker a little bit. That sucker's gonna go super fast. Then, correct?
Well, it's still going to be roughly the same acceleration.
I feel like it's. See, this is science. I would like to
really
see
not.
this because I am curious. I want to see. Yeah, it actually is.
It's really,
if we put
really
if we made this, if we really made this in real life, which that's what NASA did with that vacuum.
Right. Let me ask you a question about your thought experiment.
Let's change that.
Wait, hold on. What happens if we move the medium completely? Right. So there's no air in there, no helium or anything in there. What happens to the ball now?
Okay. You tell me.
It accelerates towards the ground at 9.8 meters per second squared.
Boom.
So where's the pressure coming from to cause that acceleration? If there's nothing in there.
There's no. This is heavier. This is more dense and less buoyant than nothing.
Well, yeah, but you said that the acceleration towards the ground was caused by the pressure of the air. So what's the acceleration being caused by this time?
Well, that's a good question.
Right.
So let's change the medium again.
Well, no, I want to talk about the vacuum. Why is it accelerating in the vacuum? If it's the pressure of the medium that's causing it.
It's not a vacuum. It's just free of air.
Yeah, that's what vacuum is.
It's not accelerating.
It's still.
It's just 100% free of air is not a vacuum.
Yeah.
It's just void of air.
Yeah, that's what a vacuum is.
Particles, water particles, anything like that.
Well, let's say that everything's been moved out of there. All the air, all the water particles, which are part of the air, everything's been removed, and it's a vacuum chamber, okay? Let's say it's 10 to the negative 2 torr,
it's just a vacuum chamber. That doesn't mean it pulls vacuum every time something changes. Well, it just means it can pull vacuum.
Okay, right.
Pull vacuum.
Let's say for this thought experiment, that vacuum chamber pulls it down to 10 to the negative 2 torr, all right? So there's no pressure inside there. Why is the ball accelerating towards the ground?
There's no resistance for this not to fall.
Yeah, but you said the acceleration was caused by the pressure of the air.
It's caused by the mass of this as well.
Oh, right.
Several factors.
So how does mass move on its own? Where's the force coming from?
Well, this is where we have to understand that in reality, we lift this ball into the middle of this with our hand. Do you understand? That gives it kinetic energy.
No, that's not how that works, but carry on.
Oh, yes, that is how it works. But in this thought experiment, we didn't have that particular scenario. Okay, well, let's run through this one more time. Let's
What's the formula for kinetic energy out of interest?
No, hold on, I'm going to explain it to you. I'm going to explain where the problem is. Let's drop this ball. We have air in here now, air in here again. The ball drops, right?
Yeah.
So now, the ball's down here, guy. Boom.
It's accelerated at 9.8 meters per second squared, same as when there was 14.7 psi of air in there. But carry on.
Boom. Okay, excellent. Now, we're going to reset this experiment. Are we going to leave that ball right there at the bottom of this contraption?
Well, you would, if you want to, what are you resetting the experiment to do?
Are we going to leave this ball at the bottom of this contraption to reset this experiment, or are we going to pick it up and put it back up here?
Well, of course it would go back to where it started from, but...
no, it doesn't go back to where it started. Do you pick the fucking ball up and put it back here in reality?
You could do it, you could have a robot do it, you could do it with magnets, whatever, yeah.
A robot kinetic energy is totally different than human kinetic energy?
What's the formula for kinetic energy, just out of interest?
Look it up.
So
when you pick this up, does it not have kinetic energy? No, I don't give a fuck. Dude, I don't need to know every fucking formula to understand what's happening.
Right, so let me...
Do we pick this ball up to put it back here to test something else?
Yeah, and do you think that gives it kinetic energy?
Do you think it doesn't?
So what kind of energy... So say the ball's being held in the middle of the vacuum chamber again. What kind of energy has it got?
Static.
No, try again.
And then when we release this ball, it moves.
Okay, no, sorry. We'll go back to the question. So the ball's being held in the...
That's it. Do we pick this ball up and do we put it back up here?
Yes, we do. Yes. And what kind of energy... What kind of energy... Yeah, this is what I'm saying. What kind of energy does that give the ball? No, try again. What kind of energy... No, try again. What kind of energy does it give the ball? It gives the ball potential energy.
Potential, that's the one.
Well done.
My bad. Yeah, well done. Would you just still prove me right, you fucking goober?
No, I've just proved
you well done. Checkmate, fucking goon.
I doubt you can play chess.
When we pick this ball up, we bring it up here, and it has kinetic energy.
No, it doesn't. It has potential energy. Potential energy.
It has potential energy.
It's amazing I'm having to teach you about your own thought experiment. Carry on.
It releases that potential energy, you illiterate, you scientific illiterate turd.
Wait, so you didn't know what potential energy is, yet you're calling me scientifically illiterate?
Yes, you were proving me right. It's hilarious.
So just to confirm, what you're saying... It has what? So what you're saying is it doesn't matter if there's any air...
It has what?
Potential energy.
When we pick this ball up, it has what?
Potential energy.
Oh, it's a kinetic energy.
No,
until it's stored.
No, it has potential...
It's stored in the folds. I'm sorry. I'm misleading you.
You don't give it kinetic energy.
There is an apparatus. Shut the fuck up.
I just want to be clear. I just want to be clear about something, Fred. Fred, I want to be clear about something.
Okay, fat.
Are you saying that it doesn't matter? Are you saying it doesn't matter if there's air in there or not? It's still going to accelerate towards the ground.
This has got kinetic energy right here.
No, it doesn't.
When you pick it up.
Wait. So at the floor, you think it's got kinetic energy?
No, I made a mistake.
Yeah, you did.
It has zero energy. It has zero energy right there.
Wait, you think the ball's got zero energy?
It has zero energy, minus the 10 psi it contains. It has zero energy.
Sorry, it's got zero energy. It's got zero energy minus the 10 psi. Is that what you just said?
Yeah, exactly. When you lift it up here, you reset it.
Sorry, just to be clear, Fred. Just to be clear. You just said that at the bottom it's got zero energy minus the 10 psi. That's what you said, yeah?
Minus the 10 psi.
So, how can you minus psi from energy?
Because it has energy stored as psi.
And what units is energy displayed as?
Yeah, my guy. Joules, you fucking turd.
Okay, so how can you minus psi from joules?
Alright, bro. Shut the fuck up. It's kinetic energy while it's being carried by a hand, isn't it?
No, it's not, no.
Or a robot. You said robot like it fucking makes a difference.
It's kinetic energy when it's moving.
Okay, let me put the stupid robot hand on it. See, you're such a fucking goober. I'm gonna save my life. I'm a lazy femboy. I need robots.
So
there's your robot.
Just to clarify,
that's kinetic energy. Just to clarify, this kinetic energy now, and then you place it upon this apparatus that will drop the ball.
Yeah, cool.
What is that called again?
When it's there, do you remember it begins with a P?
Yeah, I don't. What is it called? I remember it as static electricity, or
That's
static.
not what it is. Oh, come on, you can do it. It begins
I don't
with a
give
P.
a fuck. Say your thing, you fucking cocksock, dude.
Come on, you can do it. I believe in you, Fred. What is it? It begins with a P.
Potential energy.
Potential energy. Well done. Well done.
Well done. Yes, I'm correct.
A first time for everything, I guess.
How you're saying? You look like an asshole, dude. You look like an illiterate asshole.
Yeah, sure. The one that doesn't understand potential and kinetic energy looks like the illiterate asshole. Carry on. Carry on.
Okay, now it has stored energy, correct?
Why does the ball get bigger when it's being picked up by the robot and then shrink again? Or is that just your bad drawing?
It's just my bad drawing.
Right.
It has stored energy, correct?
Potential energy, yeah.
Yeah, that's called stored energy as well. Come on.
Yeah.
Does it or not?
It's got potential energy, yes.
Okay. Okay, excellent. Energy is stored up, right? Waiting to do something.
Hey, talk about energy. Can energy be destroyed?
Hey, and what happens when we drop this ball and there's no pressure here? There's zero air here. And what's it going to do? It's going to release this energy, right?
No, it's going to transfer the energy to another form.
It's not going to release the energy when you let it go. Is that what you just said?
Yeah, it's going to transfer the energy.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's going to transfer the energy to another form, from potential to kinetic energy. It doesn't release the energy. That's not how it works.
It releases this energy and transfers it to another fucking form, you turd.
No, it doesn't release it, because it just transfers it to another form of energy. Come on, Fred, this is basic.
It has to release it in order.
Right, so you think that it has to release the energy to take in another energy? You don't think that it just changes from being potential energy to kinetic energy?
Okay, so when you release this energy here,
you don't release the energy. You release the ball, which changes from potential to kinetic energy.
More mass, and it has energy. It has to go somewhere, and it's going this way.
Yeah.
Now, if we change this to water.
Water. Wait, one sec. We've got someone here. Sleeping Warrior Anthony Riley came in. Riley, what do you think about this demonstration?
Riley, holy fuck! Is that fat one? Is that the fat one?
Hold on, we didn't hear what Riley said there. Riley, what do you think about this demonstration?
What Riley said.
That's true. Yeah. No, carry on. Carry on.
Yeah. What did he say? What's wrong with this?
Did you not hear what he said? Listen.
No, I didn't. What's wrong with this? Can you tell me what's wrong with this? We just went through this together, and you still have you still have a problem with it?
So sorry. Right. So what's happened now? So you've taken away the vacuum and you've replaced it with water.
Water.
Yeah.
Put some water in there. Now this has got regular air still. What happens? What happens?
It travels in the.
Hold on. I'll give you a hint. Mate. Oi.
Yeah. It goes up.
Yay!
Yeah. Do you know why?
Give that fucker.
Do you know why? Do you know why? Because you've changed one of the variables in the buoyancy equation, specifically rho.
Buoyancy equation, not the theory of gravity.
No.
When are we going to start talking about theoretical concepts? Hey, remember when you said that why is it a problem for you to believe Green Lantern is real?
Wait, what?
Remember that? Remember when you said that? You said...
Are you telling me Green Lantern's not fucking real? Don't fuck with me, Fred.
I know, man. I know, fat.
I mean, I've got my ring. Unfortunately, I lost the lantern, so maybe someday I'll be a superhero.
You'll never experience Deep Space Nine, man.
I'm watching Deep Space Nine right now. Don't be silly. Just got to the bit where Nog wants to become a Star Trek Starfleet
no one
officer.
needs to go there either to escape.
So, quick question: if you were Commander Sisko, would you have given Nog the recommendation letter to join Starfleet?
Cisco, I have fuck. Okay, now you're in a different world, dude.
Right.
Talk about when Commander Riker banged the.
Oh, Riker! Fucking, I fucking love Riker. Huh? Right. Anyway, so
he banged a transsexual, dude.
Anyway, back to your experiment. So what you've done is you changed one of the variables in the buoyancy equation, right? So you've changed the variable in the buoyancy equation. Is that right?
Yes, that's it.
Yeah, so
Buoyancy.
you've just kind of demonstrated gravity there. That's very well done.
Yeah,
now,
but not really. Because
I've got a thought experiment for you.
Has no force.
Gravity is not just a theory.
Gravity is a theoretical concept. Though.
It's really not. Right, I've got a question for you.
It really is, though.
Right, look at the screen.
No, it is, though. See, this is where
it's really
the wording is catching you. The wording is catching you.
Let me. Fred, I've got some questions about your experiment.
Concept of gravity.
I've got some
through your head. We're not going to move any further.
I've got some questions. You're wrong.
We're not going any further.
So, according to your experiment, right? So, if you look at the screen right now, this is in a vacuum chamber.
It's our experiment. Right? We both agreed on everything in there, didn't we?
Yeah, apart from the fact you didn't understand what was happening, of course, but that's fine.
What are you talking about? What the fuck? How am I conducting a science experiment and then you?
You didn't conduct a science experiment.
It's a scientific thought experiment.
That's not a thing.
Accepted when Albert Einstein and fucking Stephen crippled ass.
You're just making things up.
And when somebody else does it, it's impossible.
You're making things up.
That's ridiculous, my guy.
Why are you making things up,
It's not worth a fuck when somebody does it, but Einstein does it. Dude, every fucking thing he's done is thought experiment.
Why are you making shit up, dude? Why are you making shit up?
No, look it. I swear. No. Look it up. Bro.
So.
Okay,
our thought experiment. Our thought experiment that we were just in, right?
Air compressor pump.
Right now.
Okay.
This is the vacuum chamber that we were talking about. All right. Okay.
Excellent.
All right, and it's filled with water. Okay.
Cool.
All right. Now we have one egg on this side. We're gonna go with Riley here. All right. We've got one egg on this side, and we got 5 eggs on this side. Now.
I'm a vegan. I don't approve of this.
Okay, whatever. But eggs tend to float in water, if the buoyancy is right. So let's say that these are eggs that are going to float up due to the buoyancy. All right?
Oranges do that too. Oranges do that. Apples do that. Let's do apples.
Wait. Okay.
As commemorants to Isaac
All right.
Newton.
Okay. Whatever. All right. There's 5 apples in a bag here, and there's 1 apple in a bag here, and they're connected to this scale on this pivot. Okay. So the apples are all being forced up with a buoyant force. What's going to happen to the scale? So
all the apples are being forced up with a buoyant force.
Yeah.
So it's going to lift all the boxes up, right?
But
5 times the bigger one is going to lift faster, depending on what the box is made of. What is the box made of now?
Well, it's just a bag.
What is the box made of?
It's just a bag that's connecting the apples to the scale.
Well, how much
it doesn't matter.
I like a box.
A gram. Whatever. It's a box or something.
How about a weight-free metal box?
Yeah, let's say that exists, all right? So you agree that this one with the 5 apples would be pushed up with 5 times as much force?
Yes. What did you say? It's water, right? Yes.
Yeah, right?
And the apples have a buoyancy of what? 1.1 each one of them?
Well, let's just say it's slightly lower than the water, okay?
I get you. Right? The thing is going up. Right. I think the bigger box is going up.
So on this equation, on this side, right, the bigger box will be pushed up with more force because there's more of that buoyant force. So now let's remove the medium, right, and make it a vacuum of 10 to the negative 2 torr. What's going to happen to the scale here?
I don't know. What does the apples do in that kind of vacuum?
They're just going to be there. They'll be fine.
Are they like immune to the effects of the vacuum? Is what you're saying?
It's not really. It might suck some of the moisture out, but there's still 5 times as much mass. There's still 5 times as much mass on this side as this side. So what's going to happen in this case if the medium's removed?
The mass of the apples is going to tilt it to the right.
Right. So what force is causing that?
That is, once again, you had to walk into this room and place the apples up onto the scale.
That's not what a force is.
Yeah, oh my God, dude. Potential. Energy.
No, energy isn't a force. What's the formula for force?
Potential energy is stored in these apples.
Yeah, that's not what I asked. What's the formula for force?
Does it matter? I need to know parameters, dickhead.
Yeah, I need to make sure you understand what I'm talking about. Do you know what the formula for force is?
I do fully understand. I need you to understand.
Oh, right. If you understand, then please tell me what the formula for force is. Any idea?
I'm gonna look it up. You want me to look it up?
Why do you need to look it up?
Because I don't have that kind of shit memorized. I have with you when you were remembering that useless shit. I was in a wind tower.
When I was remembering F equals MA is useless shit.
To me to keep them safe, my guy.
Are you saying
that's what I have in my head? How to keep grown men safe?
Wait.
You look like a bitch.
Are you saying that F equals MA is a useless formula?
You are useless.
Right.
Does that shit have kinetic stored energy in the form of potential energy or not?
Of course it does, but that's not how you calculate a force.
Of course it does. Thank you.
Right. So you don't understand physics. Okay. Right. So we've demonstrated you've no idea about physics.
And you want
Well, this is all physics.
Negate that stored energy.
No.
You want to totally negate that stored energy. You want to talk about physics.
The energy doesn't cause the force. It has potential energy, which turns to kinetic energy, which when it hits the ground some of it will become heat energy, some of it becomes sound energy. Some of the energy, there's lots of things going on about energy, and you don't understand what energy is. So, right, we're going to read a few more super chats while you lick your wounds from that one. Gary Newbury.
My wounds? Are you fucking kidding me?
You might want to go get some burn cream if you like. Gary Newbury for $2.99 says, "Good to see Fred Durst being productive." Yeah, big up to Fred Durst for taking time out from his busy production schedule with Limp Bizkit. They're doing well these days. Syed Ahmed from $4.99 says, "Of course the Flerfs."
He fucking has hot chicks all day long.
Cool.
You guys are losers.
Syed Ahmed for $4.99 says, "Of course the Flerfs Durst
awesome.
Can't confidently answer a question about flat Earth evidence. Why dodge the question if it's so obvious?" XX Dreamers 5XX for €2 says, "Can you explain the cause of plate tectonics on flat Earth?" Can you explain the cause of plate tectonics on a flat Earth? No, of course you can't. Never mind. Benny Olsen for $20 Donkey Kong dollars says, "He not know, but he still speak of I know." Yeah. Fred here is what we call a top lefter. He lives on the peak of Mount Stupid, on the top left of the Dunning-Kruger chart, where he understands absolutely zero about.
Let's talk about Dunning-Kruger. Let's talk about Dunning-Kruger.
Once I've got through my super chats.
Do you understand what that study is?
Yeah, very much so.
Fuck.
Yeah, very much so.
Tell me about it right now, you fucking goob. Tell me about it right now.
They
Who was it conducted on? Who was it conducted on? This is so
on a bunch of people.
Dude. I love it.
Do you understand what the Dunning-Kruger chart is?
Yes, I do. Yes, I fucking do.
And you understand why I say you're on the top left?
Tell me how many people it was conducted on.
Do you understand why I say you're on the top left?
How many people was this study conducted on?
I actually don't know.
You actually don't fucking know.
Do you understand why I say you're on the top left?
Shut the fuck up.
Do you understand why I say you're on the top left? Yes or no?
Tell me the fucking person. Tell me the beliefs of every person studied in that fucking dumbass shit. They are bullshit, motherfucker. Every one of them is a fucking ball earth zombie, bro.
That's not a belief. So again,
do
you know why I say you're top left? Do you know why I say? Do you know why I say you're top left, Fred?
That study showed that
Fred, do you know why I say you're top left?
Think they're smarter than they are. That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, and that's exactly what it shows for you.
Fucking loser.
I'm on the Dunning-Kruger chart where I'm at the point where I understand how little I know about physics, but you are on the top left of the Dunning-Kruger chart where you understand absolutely nothing, but think you understand lots. Right, I'm going to read some more super chat. Fred, I'm going to ask you to be quiet for a minute while I read some more super chats. Good boy.
Yeah, now I'm going to fuck your super chat up. Go fuck yourself.
Aslam for $2 Australian says, "My Labrador can focus longer than him. OMG shiny." Fuck YouTube for $5 says, "What do you mean that people with low self-esteem who seek attention type in all caps FTFE? Not you. You rock." Fohammer335 for $2 says, "5 minutes in. Prediction is correct. Man, I'm good." Yeah, you are. Peter's Prime for $2 Australian says, "I shall call this one Durst Kruger." Yeah. Illuminous Pooh for $2 says, "Fred Durst plus Dunning-Kruger equals Freddy Krueger."
Scientific experimentation. Tell me to go look at the sunset.
I didn't say that was a scientific experiment. Gary Newbury for $2.99 says, "This guy is the definition of a limp biscuit."
Say that ignorant shit. They tell me, oh, why does the boat disappear bottom first? Sure.
So
Go ahead, bro.
Richard Peterson.
That's what you people say.
Chill out.
Crazy.
Chill out.
You fucking lunatic.
Richard Peterson for $2 says, this idiot, Ding, is fighting JM Truth, Lily, Dumb and Dumber, and Slappy for King of Dunning-Kruger. Mounting, top left, guys, top left. JL Warren for $1.99 says cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Tell them about it now.
Yeah, they had normal people in it.
Tell them about the Dunning-Kruger again. Tell them about the Dunning-Kruger. Who was conducted on?
Yeah,
Tell
normal
them again.
people. Normal people.
Normal people, you fucking retard that thinks they're on a fucking ball. They statistically think that they are smarter than what they actually are. That's you.
Yeah, every single flat earther thinks they're smarter than what they are because you don't understand any physics at all.
They're talking about you.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are. It was
You don't even understand the study, do you?
Not one fucking flat earther was interviewed or tested. Laugh, you fucking goy.
J.O. Warren for $1.99 says cocaine's a hell of a drug. Aslan for $2 Australian says 600 people are.
Worse. Do you know what adrenochrome is?
You need to.
Do you know what adrenochrome is?
Yeah, it's something.
Fuck your money, dude. Fuck your money. You know what adrenochrome is?
Yeah, I do.
Do you know what adrenochrome is?
We're going to mute you for 1 sec while I get on with this. Aslan for $2 Australian says 600 plus people here are watching a flatty run away. Yeah, 731 now. Yeah, he's been quiet. Good. Jet Guitars for $5 says they were the Freddest of times. They were the Durst of times. It was the age of wisdom, but not for him. You know why you're so feminine? There was no hope. He's a winter of despair.
You eat a lot of female hormones. That's why you have titties.
They're gone, mate. I don't have any.
That's why you got them big fat bitch tits, man. I'm trying to help you.
You should probably hide those extra chins, mate. Is that why you've got a beard? Do you want to hide all the extra chins, or?
I'm a winning vegan athlete, dude.
Schrodinger's cat for $1.99 says it's like a train crashed into a dumpster fire.
I won a mountain bike enduro race last year.
Cool story, bro.
Cool, yeah, it was cool. Yeah. I fucking smoked them, bro.
Cool story, bro.
What are you talking about?
Cool story, bro. Pics or it didn't happen.
It is a cool story.
Pics or it didn't happen.
Why do you guys say shit like look at the sunlight under the clouds?
Pics or it didn't happen.
Okay, go to my Instagram. It's on there.
I'm not 12-year-old girls.
Literally on there. Oh, dude, you keep bringing that up. You sound a lot like a pedophile. I'm just saying.
Well, you're the one that's on Instagram with the audience of 12-year-old girls. Just saying.
Dude, I'm not once have I said that phrase, bro. You need to chill. You look like a pedophile. Now you're starting to sound like a pedophile.
Matt Metz for $5 says, if we're on a ball, the stars would go elliptical. No, idiot. How come Planet Walk in New Zealand can't see Polaris? He's going to say because it's too far away.
Crikey, blimey.
That's not how New Zealanders talk.
Why got so many observations for me science? Corky.
Oh my God, so many super chats, guys. I'll do a couple more and then we'll take a break and get back to Fred.
Hey, have you made more money this time than usual?
Not really. Al Cabalonian69 for $5 says, all flat earthers debate the same, just endless babble, and they know more science, think they know more science than actual scientists.
No, I just request that you actually provide a fucking controlled environment. That's literally what separates us.
But you don't know what a controlled environment is, so you can't request that.
A vacuum chamber is a perfect controlled environment.
That's not the definition of a controlled environment.
No, it is, dude. It super fucking is. So, what are you talking about?
So you think every scientific experiment ever has to be done...
That is very unscientific when you say
that. So you think that every experiment ever has to be done in a vacuum chamber?
Exactly. Why not?
So how could you do an experiment on, say, plants in a vacuum chamber?
Plants? I want to know curvature. Do you want to see how a science experiment would take place?
You just totally changed you just totally changed the subject there. How could I do an experiment on, say,
same?
No,
we're not doing science.
How could I do an experiment on plants in a vacuum chamber?
You put in a vacuum chamber and you pump in the proper atmosphere for those plants and nothing else. You don't pump in smog. You don't pump in farts. You don't pump in extra shit. You understand?
Right. No? So you literally think that it has to be contained in something to
Why not?
Be a control?
Why the fuck not?
Because that's not what a controlled.
That you don't want that.
Could you please?
It's unscientific.
Please
that you don't
give me a citation.
Give me a
citation to back. Give me a citation to back that up.
I'm giving you a scientific experiment.
No. Give me a citation. Give me a citation.
I will prove curvature.
No, I want a citation. Shut up. I want a citation that you are right about what a controlled experiment is. Otherwise, I'm implying Hitchens' razor.
Okay, go look. Let me say, I'm gonna phrase that right, or you're gonna fucking cry like a baby back, bro.
Aslam for $5 Australian says Jason can't even hold a simple conversation.
I
feel sorry. Wait, hold on. I feel sorry for his parents. I just hope that they aren't around to see how small of a man he is.
Fuck you.
Like a child.
Fuck that dude's dollars,
like
too.
a child.
Fuck you.
Oh my god.
Fuck both of y'all. Science experiment that proves curvature. You don't want it?
Wait, I'm waiting for you to give me the citation for what a controlled environment is.
It's to remove any elements, as many elements affecting the science experiment as you can.
Can you please give me a citation for that?
That's the rule. No, the ultimate is
give me a citation for that. Give me a citation that is what a controlled environment is.
So you're saying that it's okay to have a highly sensitive experiment conducted in any environment?
No, not any environment. That's not what a controlled environment means.
Saying.
Could you please give me a citation that you are right about what a
fucking retard,
dude?
My guy.
Give me a citation. Give me a citation that backs you up.
Chamber, and here's a fucking hurricane, retard.
Give me a citation that says you are right.
Dude, it's science, bro. You have to eliminate possibilities of interference.
Give me a citation that says that's what a controlled environment is. No? Give me so no citation. Right, so that means Hitch and Razor is applied. Anything presented without evidence can be dismissed without evidence.
You citation. You can go
I know you can. I know you can.
Look at this. What are we doing here? What are we doing here?
I don't know. It looks like a spider's walked through from ink and had an epileptic fit.
Vacuum chamber, hurricane. Where can we perform the Cavendish experiment?
Depends. Well, the Cavendish experiment can be performed anywhere, really.
Oh, really? I can explain that to you in a minute. But
it certainly doesn't have to be performed
anywhere. You said fucking anywhere. You said the Cavendish experiment can be performed in a fucking hurricane. How stupid you sound.
You would also have to perform it in other conditions, but it certainly doesn't have to be performed. The Cavendish experiment. The Cavendish experiment does not.
This is relentless fucking stupidity, my guy.
The Cavendish experiment does not have to be performed in a vacuum chamber.
Okay, so where along this ridiculous can we perform this fucking highly sensitive experiment?
Anywhere that's not really going to affect it. Like
it's going to affect it everywhere.
Everywhere
there's atmosphere touching it. There's atmosphere touching it.
Nothing wrong with atmosphere touching it. Nothing wrong with that at all. As long as you can as long as you can show that the atmosphere moving is not affecting what is going on. And there's an easy way to do that. For instance, when my friend B.M. Verbal made his own Cavendish experiment, he actually had strips of tumble dryer strips that show static and movement. And it showed that if there was any airflow within that, and if you can demonstrate there isn't airflow affecting what you're doing, it still doesn't have to be in a vacuum chamber. That's not what a controlled environment means, you ridiculous retard.
Incorrect. Absolutely incorrect. And let me explain to you why. My scientific theory that I formulated explains the...
You don't know what a scientific theory is, but carry on.
Yes. Yeah. You ready for this?
Yeah, please, go on.
All right. Well, I'm going to need you... You can put it back the other way.
No, that's all right. We're going to focus on you for a second.
I'm going to need you to verify things as we go by, okay?
We're going to laugh at you, that's for sure.
I mean, that's why I'm verifying so that you can't, okay? Do you understand that?
I'm just going to have a smoke. Carry on.
Potato Head, do you understand that, Potato Head?
What's it like to never have a woman touch your pee-pee?
Oh, my goodness, dude. I have 2 kids, you
Where'd you steal those from?
I look like Fred Durst, you fucking moron.
You look like a bargain basement Fred Durst. You look like if Fred Durst was photocopied about 20 times and you were all that was left over.
If I was Fred Durst and then somebody ordered Fred Durst on fucking Wish, ha, I beat you to it.
Yeah, that's about right.
But I'm actually taller than Fred Durst.
You look like the Fred Durst that you'd order at a stripper party and they send a 60-year-old guy instead.
Ugh, that sounds like you're trying to envision my body at this point. So you just fucking you ruined it.
I just see the word dumb written everywhere.
You're fucking with your feminine bullshit. You ruined it. That's why we don't hang out. We don't hang out no more.
We don't hang out because I like intelligent friends. All my friends have been smart. Oh,
yeah. Okay. This is a very rudimentary version of Cavendish, right? These 2 balls are smaller. on a single shaft. These two balls are larger on a single shaft. Would that be rudimentarily accurate? It's not? Okay. What's wrong with it then?
Well, there's no torsion bar.
Okay, explain to me the mistake then.
There's no wire holding a torsion bar.
What happened?
There's no wire holding a torsion bar.
We don't even need that part.
That's what the Cavendish experiment
is. Is it correct? Okay, but up to this point, is it correct?
No. You need a wire holding a torsion bar.
Okay, what's wrong with it then?
You need a wire holding a torsion bar.
I'm not to that part yet. I said to this part, is it correct?
No, then, because
try to keep up, my guy. Acting slow, sandbagging is not helping.
The answer to your question is no. That is not correct. There is no wire holding the torsion bar.
Holy fucking shit!
Which one of those?
Told you once.
Which one of those two would the torsion bar be?
I haven't got to drawing that part. I said, is it correct so far? Is there two balls and a single shaft connecting? Is there two balls and a single shaft connecting?
There is two balls and single shafts connecting them. Yes.
So this is correct. So
I mean,
far.
it's not correct for the Cavendish experiment. It's correct that there's two balls.
Is it like impossible for you to say a flat earther is correct?
Well, yeah, because they never are.
Mental ill turd.
They never are.
Yeah, but am I now? Am I now?
You are correct that there. You are correct that there is two. Listen, you are correct that there is two shafts. You are correct that there is two shafts with two balls on each end. Yes, carry on.
Okay, thank you.
It's not correct that that's the Cavendish experiment, but please carry on.
Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Okay.
Could you do me a favor and just tell me the purpose of the Cavendish experiment?
Shut the fuck up. Here we go. And this is space-time, okay? This is space-time, right?
I mean, no, but carry on.
No, we need to verify this. This has been verified by other people. Now you just look like a fucking mentally ill retard that can't admit when a flat earther.
You think that a line is space-time? Carry on.
This is what you guys agree upon.
No, it's really not, but carry on.
It really is. Well, I'm not carrying on until you agree upon it. What's wrong with it?
I mean, when you say that space-time, please define what you mean.
This is what you guys say, man. It has been these things. This is heavy enough. This is 250 pounds. This is 350 pounds. This is the absolute weight that it takes to bend space-time enough to cause
weight doesn't bend. Wait. Hold on. Weight doesn't bend space-time.
Mass, you fucking
Thank
turd.
you. There we go. Yeah. Right. So what you're saying is that line represents the curvature of space-time due to the mass. Yes?
Yes, sir. Yes,
right,
sir.
Okay. Try using your words. It might help.
Bro, I'm drawing in cartoon, bro. I can't get any simpler than this. This is what happens, no?
Yeah?
Other people understand it. You look like you're snowballing.
I'm just getting you to explain it. Yes?
Yeah. Yes, it's accurate.
Where's the torsion bar in the wire?
It doesn't matter. This is what's happening with space-time, no? This is what Albert Einstein said, no?
You are right that mass warps space-time. Get to your point.
Thank you. All right, now can we move on? This is what's happening. This is what you think's happening. No! Fuck. There's a blooper for you. Shit. That sucks. Fuck, I grabbed the wrong one.
It's fucking. So the best way to get.
No, I got it right here. Don't worry. Back up. I got my backup. Don't worry.
Yeah, but I'll just let you know the best way to get that off is to actually draw over it with a proper board marker. So just trace trace what you've drawn with a proper board marker and then wipe that off.
Oh man, that is really awesome that you told me that. I appreciate that.
I did a lot of whiteboard.
It does work. Have you ever done that? It's funny because they put it in a movie, so it must happen a bunch.
Everyone's done that. It's still funny.
All right. It was pretty fucking funny. Okay, we're back, right?
Yeah. Right, so the larger mass is warping space-time more than the smaller mass. Okay, carry on.
Okay. And then this is what I was going to go with next.
Yeah.
And that's the force, you say, right? That's the connecting force that you are saying this because of this. Now.
Wait, go back to that one and explain that one again.
When they're this far away, nothing. But when they get close enough, that's when the magic happens, right? Skidoo! Balls touching each other again.
Yeah, it's not a complete accurate representation. Okay, but anyway, carry on.
It's not. So explain why it's not then. Every time you say that, we're going to have to go through it.
Because the if you're trying to represent those two balls as one gravitational well, then the Barry center of it would be more towards the larger mass.
Not really. It's just actually this one and this one has combined.
No, they don't. Yeah, okay, so they've combined, right? So they're acting as one mass, yes?
Yeah.
Right, so that means that the Barry center of that mass will be towards the larger mass rather than the smaller one, which means that there should be more of a...
This thing. That's what we're looking for when we watch the Cavendish.
Hold on. Yeah, but your representation of it there is incorrect because the warping of space-time would be more towards the right than the left.
It's not incorrect. It's just rudimentary.
Oh, right, okay, so being inaccurate is fine. Right, never mind, carry on.
Well, it's not inaccurate. It's just not 100% accurate. It's
no worries. Right, we get what you.
I mean, get you to prove. You got to sign off on this. You were in the Navy, right?
It's kind of right. Yes, I was in the Royal Navy.
You got to sign off. What did you do?
I was a nuclear engineer.
Nuclear engineer? Holy
yeah.
moly, dude. Did you ever say theoretical in those books?
Well, I mean, operating and maintaining a nuclear reactor certainly wasn't theoretical.
Did you ever see the nuclear?
Yes! Of course I fucking did.
You did? That's cool.
That was my job!
Well, I mean, you can't look directly at the fucking shit, can you?
Why not? Do you think it's like Medusa or something?
No? Yeah, you have to have it sealed, don't you?
Well, there has to be containment, yeah, obviously.
Oh, like a controlled environment.
That's not what a controlled environment means.
Yeah, well.
Anyway, sorry, so to get on with your point, right, so the masses have moved together and created one large gravity well, or at least one larger gravity well than before. What's your next point?
I'm looking for kids might have fucking pulled it out. No, this is just a bunch of me explaining exactly how...
Right. Okay, whilst you're looking for that, I'll read a few more super chats, okay? Let me know when you've got what you need.
I'm going to redraw it anyway.
Monochromatic light source for £1.99 says Jason has lost the debate. It sucks to be a Flerfer. Fohammer 334. Not understanding anything that you're talking about generally, but Fohammer 335.
Because I've confirmed with you most of the things I've been talking about.
You denied that buoyancy includes gravity. That means you lost that entire
point. The theory of gravity. I never denied that it includes it. I only said that you people applied your theoretical concept to something that's already been scientifically proven, like buoyancy.
But buoyancy literally includes gravity. It always has, as long as it's ever been around.
Attached your bullshit to something that was already established.
No. Buoyancy wasn't a thing before gravity. Buoyancy wasn't a thing. Listen, buoyancy wasn't a thing before gravity. That didn't happen before.
Yes, it fucking
really wasn't.
Clown. People had boats before gravity. Remember that?
Yeah, and they certainly didn't know the formula for buoyancy before they knew what gravity was. Fohammer 335 for $2 says, if you ate a bit of meat, you'd pay more attention. He could do with a fucking steak, couldn't he?
Already. That's ridiculous. What happened is you guys put your bullshit on top of something.
So what was the buoyancy formula before they discovered gravity then?
Oh, I'm not sure. Gotta look it
up. God's Auditor for $2 says, he should be in the QAnon cult. I reckon he maybe is QAnon. Are you QAnon?
Yeah, the thing is, though, you have a theoretical concept. Why is it theoretical?
It's not.
It is, though. Literally, you have to say theory of gravity.
No, you don't. You say scientific theory of gravity.
No. You have to say theory of Big Bang, theory of black holes, theory of dark matter.
So, what does a scientific theory mean? What does a scientific theory mean?
Understand it's two words, though, no?
That mean one thing. What does a scientific theory mean?
It can't happen. That would mean it would be a compound word.
Are you saying that words don't change with context?
No, definition does not change.
Really?
On theory. Absolutely not.
Really? So words don't change with context then?
No, theory doesn't.
Please give me a citation that you're right.
No, it doesn't. Theory means a set of statements or ideas.
And what does scientific theory? And what does scientific theory mean?
Scientific theory is two separate words with two separate definitions.
No. Scientific theory is one thing. Scientific theory is one word. Doesn't have to be a compound word. Doesn't have to be.
It does not have a singular definition.
It is
not a compound word.
It does not have to be.
It is not a compound word.
Listen.
It is not a compound word. It does not have one definition. It has two definitions.
Listen. A word does not have to be.
Why am I going to listen to you say the same shit over and over?
I haven't said this yet. I haven't said this.
Everybody has.
Listen. Fred, listen.
It means something 100%.
Mr. Durst, can you please pay attention? Two words do not have to be connected to have a singular meaning. That is not how any of that works.
Oh, yeah, it is, dude.
So you can't English.
That's embarrassing.
We got a new member. We've got a new member to the FTFE crew. We got Maga Dude Bro. Thank you very much. And we will go back to the super chats there in a bit. We're at FAQ YouTube. Right, Freds, have you got your picture yet?
I kind of cleaned this off. It came off with a little alcohol. Okay, here. Fuck. All right, we're gonna power through it because this one's too small. Okay, what my scientific theory is called electrostatic hydrodynamic flow theory.
How do you make a scientific
theory?
Already
have a problem with it?
Yeah. You said it's a scientific theory. So, what steps of experimentation and confirmation did it go through? It's
a theory. It has,
you said it's a scientific theory. So,
listen. The ones that prove my theoretical concept have been proven.
Well, science doesn't prove things, so I don't know what you're on about.
That's how it works. That's how it works. Deep Space Nine is a scientific theory.
Science literally doesn't. Deep Space Nine is a science. Could you please say that again? I'd like to sound capture that.
Deep Space Nine is a scientific theory.
Thank you. That's very helpful.
You're welcome. Thanks for making me famous. I'm going to be famous after the fucking.
Well, your stupidity is going to be famous. That's for sure.
Your drain is going to be filled with so many of your loose hairs tonight.
So, a scientific theory, just so you know, is a well-substantiated explanation of some aspect of the natural world based on a body of facts that have been repeatedly confirmed through observation and experiment. Such fact-supported theories are not guesses, but reliable accounts of the real world.
Okay, where are you getting that from? What did you say? Did you say scientific theory?
Yes.
Or just theory?
I said scientific theory.
Okay, where are you getting that from? The dictionary? You getting that from the dictionary?
I'm getting it from...
You're not going to get it from the dictionary, dickhead, because it's not one word, because it is two words. Yeah, you'll never find science and then scientific theory in the dictionary.
Okay.
What are you laughing about, dude?
I'm just finding it in the dictionary for you.
It's not one word. Huh?
I'm just... One sec.
All right. You betas laugh when you get cornered. It's hilarious. It's a giveaway too. All right.
Wait, one sec. You said it's not in a dictionary. I'm just getting it for you. Right. So, this mentions.
That's excellent. You're just whatever you say is actually going to prove what I got here anyway. I got you in every fucking way, dude. Whatever you say now is going to prove what I say here. So go ahead.
Dictionary.com under theory has one of them as
under what? Whoa! You just say theory or scientific theory?
Listen.
Did you say I'm listening? I didn't hear you. I want to make clear. Did you say scientific theory or theory? Because it sounded like you said theory.
I said theory. Now listen to the rest of what I said.
Oh, well,
now listen.
Go ahead.
Listen to the rest of. Okay. Under theory on dictionary.com, it's got noon.
Excuse me.
Are you incapable of listening?
No. Before you stutter on to your
dictionary.com.
Perfect. That's kind of a thing.
Right. So under theory, it's got noun plural theories, and it says Einstein's theory of relativity, scientific theory, a coherent group of tested general principles.
Bro, that's not a definition.
Listen.
Read the definition, guy.
I'm reading it from the dictionary now. If you will shut your stupid trap.
About Isaac Newton and shit and fucking
This is what it says in the dictionary. This is what it says in the dictionary.
How reliable. It doesn't even give you a definition. It's just
scientific
about
theory.
A
coherent group of tested general propositions commonly regarded as correct that can be used as principles of explanation and prediction for a class of phenomena. There we go. Scientific theory in the dictionary.
Who makes sure that they are coherent?
The fact that they have been tested with scientific experiments.
Exactly. With what science experiment have you tested it? That's what we're going to get to.
Oh, Einstein's theory of relativity has been tested with many scientific theories.
Whatever you say is going to help me anyway, dude.
It's going to help you look stupid, that's for sure.
Is to use your shit against you. That's why you're flustered. That's why your little beta pores are fucking sweating.
So
are you ready?
I'm just going to
hydrodynamic flow.
Oh wow, look at this. Wow, hold on. Wow, here we go. 1 second. Collinsdictionary.com actually has scientific Collinsdictionary.com. They make a lot of the dictionary.
I don't accept Collins Dictionary, my guy. I don't accept. Don't waste your time.
You don't accept Collins, which has been the standard for American education for many, many years.
Yeah, but don't you guys clown on American education all the time?
That's irrelevant.
Okay, anyway,
right. Now, wait, hold on. I'm just proving you wrong because you said that you said in no dictionary as it said. So in collinsdictionary.com, it actually says scientific theory. Any scientific theory is blah, blah, blah.
You can take that straight up your ass, dude. Get out of here with that garbage.
Right. So will you admit that you were wrong about it not being in a dictionary?
Look,
are you wrong about it being? Are you wrong about it being in a dictionary? Yes or no?
That's not a dictionary I recognize at all. At all.
That's your problem, not mine. But anyway, get on with your nonsense.
No, it's two words.
Get on with your nonsense.
What are you talking about? It's 2 words.
Yeah, but it's in a dictionary.
It's not going to be my nonsense, you fucking clucker. It's actually going to be what NASA has said about this.
Yeah, cool. Carry on with your nonsense, please.
Yeah, whatever. Okay. So in your horse barn,
which wasn't drafty.
In your drafty classrooms. Yeah, it was, actually.
No,
in
it wasn't.
Drafty classrooms.
He took a lot of precautions to make sure it wasn't drafty.
Literally, I've had people admit it. That's smarter than you, bro. I've literally had y'all admit it.
I mean,
it was done in a horse barn.
That's why he had little holes drilled in the side that he had to look through with a fucking telescope. But carry on.
If he was that close, his math would have affected the experiment. That's why he stood in a fucking tree with a telescope to witness this.
Goodness me, you're dumb. Please carry on with your nonsense.
And then the telescope that you're talking about is for when he witnessed it, after he finished witnessing it in a fucking tree from a far distance. That connection.
No idea what you're talking about.
Then he walked up to it and verifying with that telescope that you fucking just said, which is actually just to enhance that one little space in between these 2 spheres. You fucking
Excuse me. The fuck did you just say?
Yeah, don't worry. People will rewind that and they'll get it. Okay. So we're talking about the draft. The draft is the problem. The reason you don't put this in a vacuum chamber.
Please carry on with your nonsense.
Because you need the air. Yeah, I am. And it will be confirmed by you.
You do know Cavendish has been done in the vacuum chamber, though, right?
That's what I've heard. I haven't seen shit. The closest I've seen is a scientist in Germany put half of the experiment in a vacuum chamber and the other half spun, which would contribute. Wait,
the other half of what? Wait, sorry. The other half of what was spun?
The contraption, the spheres. Half of the sphere. One half of the. Okay, look. I'm gonna put the German scientist did, which it literally proves that I am scientific literate by.
You didn't even know what the scientific method was.
This needs to be in a vacuum chamber. Thank you. Okay, this is what happened with this German scientist. He put that like that. This one right here was attached to another one. It spun around. This right here contributed to the factor that I'm about to explain to you. Are you ready?
I'm really ready. This is fucking hilarious.
Great.
Oh, look at that.
It's hilarious because
Cavendish experiment being done in the vacuum chamber. Oh, never mind.
Oh, that's the improper weights, my guy. You need 300. Let's go ahead and write that down.
Wait. So it's got to be a specific weights now.
Yes, sir.
Who said that?
Yeah, you fucking shoot yourself in the foot with this shit every time. It's hilarious.
So just to confirm, you think the Cavendish has to have specific weights?
Mass. It has to be a particular mass in order to witness.
Has to be any mass.
Force. Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Because if not, why didn't Cavendish go ahead and do it at such a smaller array? Why didn't he make an apparatus that's set on his desk? It's because he says it takes 350 pounds of pressure. That's why if you could just do it in your fucking classroom all the time, right? 350 pounds of pressure or a mass, 250 pounds. But it actually is 1,200 pounds because you have
we're learning something here, guys. Now we know that if we do the Cavendish experiment, we have to use these measurements
to bend space-time. This is what Cavendish went off of, my guy.
Carry on. This is hilarious. I'm loving it.
Okay. Dude, truth is said in jest, and your comedy is tragedy, bro. It's tragic that I'm taking your little fucking fantasy away.
Oh. Please get to your point, because this has been enlightening.
Yeah, exactly. I know. I wear you bitches out because you have no stamina. Okay. Air comes in here, hits the ball when it's not in a controlled environment. Can you see that?
Yeah. So what have you can
Would
show?
Would you agree this is happening maybe even on a micro level?
What if you can demonstrate it isn't? What if you can demonstrate it isn't?
No, it's literally in a drafty classroom, and you're seeing the effect. It doesn't matter.
Not all Cavendish experiments are done in drafty classrooms. And in fact, when I did the Cavendish experiment in my physics degree, it was done in with plastic casing either side of it.
Still has a draft. It's not a vacuum chamber.
What if you can?
It really does.
What if you can confirm it doesn't have a draft?
You can't confirm that it didn't. That's the problem. That's the problem. You're shooting yourself in the fucking foot because
BM Verbal did.
A vacuum chamber?
BM Verbal did.
Again, no.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, no, he didn't.
So nuh-uh doesn't fly here.
And he used improper weights. You never have the proper
to be a specific weight.
You never have. Yes, it does.
Citation required.
Not me. Not me. I'm not moving the fucking goalpost.
Are you allowed to? Are you allowed to perform the Cavendish experiment?
You're lowering the goalpost.
Are you allowed?
That's what you're doing.
Are you allowed to perform
the goalpost?
Hey, Fred, are you allowed to perform the Cavendish experiment if your name isn't Cavendish?
What's up, Fat the Flat Earth?
Fred, are you allowed? Are you allowed to perform the Cavendish experiment if your name isn't Cavendish?
Yeah, of course. Are you allowed to do it in a drafty classroom and think that you have the same results as a fucking vacuum chamber?
Depends if you can calculate the gravitational constant accurately, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's still a theory, though.
Well, it's not, though.
Still a theory.
It's a scientific theory.
It's actually, though.
Which, according to the dictionary, is not the same as a theory.
Which is actually 2 words. This right here is
well, the dictionary's got it as one thing, so...
Yeah, it's not really a dictionary. That was some random fucking website.
Oh, cool. Collins' dictionary isn't a real dictionary. That's good to know.
When the actual dictionary proves you wrong, you went searching for some fucking...
Oh, I found it on dictionary.com and Collins' dictionary, so...
Yeah, the dictionary.com proved what we were saying.
In dictionary.com showed that I was right. But cool, carry on. Carry
on. This is called the boundary layer. Is this correct or not?
Boundary layer.
Let's say you said that the Cavendish can be performed in a hurricane. Let's say this is just a slight breeze hitting on this right here from let's say an air conditioning vent from a university. Let's just say there's a slight breeze blowing on this. This is going to form right here a layer of air that moves slower than the laminar flow layer.
Yeah, unless there's nothing moving, of course, which can be demonstrated quite easily.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's really not hard. When my friend when my friend BM Verbal made his Cavendish experiment, he showed that there was no air flow.
Okay, that's enough of that shit. Anyway, this right here.
Here's a video of him doing it.
This boundary layer is completely filled with. Oh my God, bro! It's so scientific.
Yep, very much.
You a fucking idiot! Oh my God! Is the top wide open?
No.
Are you fucking serious? Are you retarded? That looks like it's wide ass open, dude.
No, it's not.
Is that a chamber? Have you vacuumed any air out of there? Holy shit! Get the fuck
it's
out
not
of my
wide
face
open.
With that clown.
It's not.
Shit, that's a clown representation.
Fred, calm down.
Science,
it's not wide open. Fred, calm down. It's not wide open.
A clown would fucking paint
Fred,
that,
calm down. It's not. Fred, chill out.
Anyway,
Fred,
I'm explaining.
Fred,
stop
talking.
Fred, people want to hear.
Stop talking, Fred.
About this experiment.
Fred, stop talking. Right.
People in your comments want to hear this theory.
Fred, hold on.
They literally
Fred, shut up a second. It is not wide open.
Loser, bro. Anyway,
will you listen? 1 second. Fred, 1 second. Yeah, you're not on screen right now. 1 second. All right? It's not wide open.
Bro.
It's not wide open. Look.
It looks wide open.
Look right here.
You presented look wide open. It looks like it's not a vacuum chamber.
It doesn't have to be a vacuum chamber. Experiment. Right. Will you shut up for a second?
Yes, it does.
Will you shut up for a second? Shh.
No,
1 second.
I'm trying to tell you before
yeah,
you
we'll get back to that.
Wrong.
We'll get back to that once you actually listen for 2 seconds.
Home Depot wood,
chill out. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath.
Yeah. No, bro. You're
take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Breathe. Breathe.
Take a deep dick, bro.
Breathe. I don't care what you do on a Friday. I don't care what you do on a Friday night.
Slowballing people.
Right now, listen,
slowballing,
Fred. I want your attention for 2 minutes, then I'll go back to you. Thank you.
Come on.
If you look on the left, there, you can see there's a very small hole where the torsion wire is going through. The entire thing is contained.
That's enough.
No, I haven't finished. I haven't finished.
You have finished.
No, I haven't.
Hole, you said.
Fred.
Boom, bam.
That doesn't mean that it's not a scientific experiment.
Dude, for me, it's dead at that point.
Well, that's because you don't understand science. Now, as you can see,
you're trying to compensate for your inaccuracies in science.
Take a breath, Fred.
No, fat
Fred,
titties.
come on.
Listen.
Look, you're bigger than me. That doesn't work.
If your story literally has holes in it, my guy.
Okay, so as you can see,
literally has holes in it.
Yep, I'm going to finish. I'm going to finish talking. So as you can see, the strips hanging down are detecting if there is any movement from air. They would be moving if there was any air within that. The room that it is in. Listen, I haven't finished talking. I haven't finished talking. I haven't finished talking, Jason. You're muted if you can't let me finish. You're muted right now, Jason. Jason, you're muted right now. Jason, you're muted right now. You can stop.
Okay, right. That's fine, but you got to explain air detectors. You said air detectors. Explain that.
Now, I'm trying to. If you can be quiet for 2 seconds.
No, you were passing right by, dude.
The strips hanging down will detect if there is any motion from any air because they will move themselves. Now, the entire room is...
How much pressure does it take for this particular apparatus, bro? I need to know.
Once again, the beginning of your sentence... No, okay, you're muted again. If you can't be quiet when I'm talking, you get muted. All right? You can't behave like a child. If you don't behave like a child, you get treated like a child.
Anything worth a fuck. I'm asking.
No, okay, you're muted again. I want you to be quiet while I explain this. Thank you. So, the entire room is enclosed. Air conditioning is turned off. There's vibration dampeners that have been installed on all the equipment. There is detectors for the air in the form of the tumbled air strips hanging down that would not only detect air, but detect any static in there that would be making it move. The entire thing is made of wood, so it's not affected by magnetism and lead.
Why would you do that if you weren't worried about what I'm talking about, you fucking idiot?
To make
sure... Why would you take all those steps to avoid static electricity?
Do you want me to answer? Do you want me to answer? Do you want me to answer? Do you want me to answer or not? Do you want me to answer or not?
No, I don't give a fuck about your weak... You fucking illiterate fucking answers, guy.
Right,
you're literally telling me I'm right and you're compensating for what I'm saying. But you got a big fucking hole in you.
You asked a question.
Dude, how sensitive are those wind detectors?
Very.
Let's say, what's the name of the wind detectors? Who built the wind detector? Who built the
Did you
hear that they're
Did you hear what I said? I explained what they are. They're literally...
No, I understand what you explained what they are, but I want you to tell me the name of them motherfuckers.
They're tumble dryer strips.
Tumble dryer strips.
Yes.
Right. What do you mean tumble dryer strips? Maybe you're in English and maybe you're saying something weird and different. Tumble dryer strips. Tell me about that.
Yeah, it's like the things you put in the tumble dryer.
I never had no tumble dryer strips in the wind industry.
You know the things that you put in
the wind. We got those in the $4 million wind turbines. Tumble strips.
I was literally a wind farm developer, just so you know.
Really? That's why you're a douche. All them people are douches that sit in a fucking office and don't do shit.
No. I designed and project managed wind farms. That was my job when I came out of the Navy.
There was a guy that project managed, and he brought a pillow to work. That's the kind of people you are. That's the kind of people you are. I've saved guys' lives on wind farms.
So, The entire thing is in a room where it is contained. The air conditioning is turned off, and they actually made using
no dryer strips. You were on dryer strips, buddy.
Yeah. Oh, so,
no, you were on dryer strips.
Yeah. Do you know what they are? You're like things you put in the tumble dryer to make it smell nice when you dry your clothes. Very thin, very reactive to any air being moved. They're hanging down to show that there is no air being around. Are you telling me
that that's the sensor is a fucking Downy strip, my guy?
Yes.
A Downy freshener.
If there was any air movement in there, Fred, shut up. Fred, I'm talking. No, you're muted again. You're muted again. If you keep over talking me, you get muted. All right? No, you're muted. No one can hear you right now. No one can hear you.
Yeah, because
nobody can hear you. Stop talking, Fred. Nobody can hear you. Not even me. Nobody can hear you right now. It's completely pointless you talking. You're still rambling.
You can still hear me though.
No. I can't hear you. No, when I mute you, nobody can hear you. All right.
Right. Tell me about your dryer strip.
So they are very thin, very light, and if there is any air movement in there, they will detect it. They are also sensitive to static.
Okay. That's science, guys.
Yeah. It's how you can control the environment.
God, stop. All right, stop. Let me talk about my shit. You're supposed
to I haven't finished. I haven't finished. So
you embarrass yourself some more, okay?
No, I'll mute you if you don't stop.
With this fucking hole in the top.
No, nothing about science. Nothing about science has to be in it. No. Okay, I'm going to mute. Right, you're muted. If you can't stop talking, you're going to be muted. All right? Nothing about science ever says that everything has to be done in the vacuum chamber. That is retarded. Now, the entire thing also had a Raspberry Pi computer that had Arduino switches attached to it to control the movement from outside of the room to make sure that there was nothing disturbing it. And the entire experiment managed to successfully calculate the gravitational constant, confirming the hypothesis according to the scientific method.
Oh now, my goodness. Since
back to your stupidity.
I guess dryer sheets are scientific now. Since you said it like that, I guess dryer sheets are so scientific now that I look at it like that.
Yeah, that's
more.
Do you want to say that again? That would be another great soundbite. Listen. That would be another great soundbite. Please say that again.
I really thought
please
that
say,
actually.
Please. Stop. Right, you're muted again. You're muted again. No one can hear you. Not even me. Nobody can hear you. You're ranting to yourself. This is hilarious. Right, there we go. Thank you.
This is funny.
Yeah, it is.
All right, you ready for this?
I would just want the citation that says all science experiments have to be done in the vacuum chamber first.
It's literally super simple. It's almost done.
Carry on.
This layer right here builds up a layer of dust because there's dust in a dusty ass horse barn.
Why would dust just stick to it?
This is the laminar flow layer.
Describe
this right here.
Please define laminar flow.
Than this layer is.
Please define laminar flow.
When this layer comes in contact with this layer.
Please define laminar flow.
This layer has dust in it.
Wait. Hold on. Please define laminar flow. Step by step. Please define laminar flow.
Neutrons, or I'm sorry, whatever it is. Fucking. Right here. This whole thing. I'm sorry. This is incorrect. This is incorrect. This is going to give you a bad idea. So this right here becomes positively charged.
Fred, can you tell me what can you tell me what laminar flow is?
This is positively charged layer now.
Fred, can you not hear me?
This entire thing, this buildup of dust has a positive charge. I don't think you can hear me. The same thing is happening on this one. The same exact thing. This is bigger than this.
Apparently you can't hear me.
Is that true?
Can you hear me?
Are you there?
Yes. Can you hear me?
I fucking lose you again. Did I lose you again?
Yes. Can't hear you. Refresh. Yeah, can you hear me?
Was you losing your tits when I wasn't letting you talk or something? Holy shit.
No. So I just before you go on, I would like you to just explain something. Can you define laminar flow for me, please?
Laminar flow is uninterrupted flow.
Is that what laminar flow means? Is it?
Yeah, it's a continuous uninterrupted flow. And this right here is interrupted flow.
That's the definition of laminar flow, is it?
Yeah, that's what you need to know. Right here, it comes into contact with an object that
that's
the
not
obstruction.
What laminar flow means, but carry on.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Laminar has
no, it doesn't matter if you get the science right at all.
No, it doesn't matter. If laminar particles of dust in it, which rub this contact layer, clear dust particles.
So
this is what happens in avionics all day long. So if you deny this, you look
let me be clear. Right, you're claiming that the electrical charges in the object will make dust attract to it, right?
It's not in the object. It's not in the object. I made that very, very clear. It's not in the object. It is in the contact layer. This is where the charge will build.
That's not how a charge builds on anything. And
how do you build a
charge? How do you build a charge on a lead object?
What is this, my guy? What is this?
How do you build a charge on a lead object?
What is that, my guy? What is that? It's
a
balloon, no?
It looks like a demented fish.
It's a balloon.
If you say so.
You rub a balloon on your head.
Yeah, and the balloon holds static charge.
Exactly. Exactly. Does it hold it inside of it?
The balloon
Does the rubber hold the static charge?
Yeah.
Does the rubber hold the static charge?
Yeah.
Please tell me that. Oh, laugh my fucking ass off, right, you goofy fucking.
Do you not understand what static charge is? Right, anyway, carry on.
Do you not understand that the charge is on the outside of the balloon and not the actual rubber? Do you understand?
I don't think you understand static charge at all. But anyway, so
sure?
just to be clear, you're saying a static charge on the outside of the lead. And how is that static charge attaching to that lead weight?
I told you, because of the contact layer and the dust that is collecting.
Why would the dust be collecting on the lead?
Because it's building a charge and it's moving slower because of the contact
How can
layer.
you build a charge on lead?
Because it's in the charges in the contact layer. I said this will be the second time.
Why is that contact layer sticking to the lead? Why is the dust and everything sticking to the lead?
Because it's building a charge. That will be the fucking time I told you that.
Yeah, but the charge being on a layer outside of the lead wouldn't make something stick to the lead. Why is the first layer attached to the lead?
When this dust rubs against this lead, the dust becomes positively charged and sticks to the surface.
Why does the dust rubbing against the lead become positively charged?
Because it's stealing the electrons from the lead.
That's impossible with lead. Lead's diamagnetic.
Well, actually, it's not. It's not impossible with a balloon either. So every time you want to say something
it's impossible with lead. That literally can't happen with lead. That literally can't happen with lead.
It literally can.
No, it literally can't.
That's what the buildup is.
It literally can't. It's impossible.
When one piece of dust sticks is slower and then this one runs over it, that also builds a static electric charge. When you look at it very closely, microscopically.
So are you saying that when you rub a balloon on your head, it's the dust and stuff on... Wait. Just to be clear, are you saying that when you rub a balloon on your head, it's on the outside of the balloon, not the balloon?
It's the actual charge that's around the balloon.
So you're not saying it's the electrons within the rubber balloon being moved around, creating the static charge. Just to be clear.
This is the dust. Look, I'm going to paint it green. Matter of fact, it's going to be green because it's in a horse barn and there's a bunch of horse shit particles, okay? Boop, boop, boopity, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. A lot of horse shit particles. Can you see the horse shit particles, guys? Microscopic. This is teeny tiny.
This is all fucking hilarious.
This is hilarious. I have to explain this shit to you. See this? And when these things rub together, these things right here, they start forming an electric charge and they stick to the surface.
How do they form the electric charge? By rubbing on the lead?
They rub on each other. I just explained that to you. I literally just explained that to you. That's going to be number 3.
Yeah, that's not how any of that works.
That's literally, dude. You're arguing with NASA and all of hydrodynamic and aerodynamics.
No, that's
now
how
you're
none
literally
of this. Literally, how none of this works.
No, bro. Yeah, go ahead, dude. The words you're saying right now will be proven wrong by anybody that takes a fucking moment to goes NASA.gov. This is all there. This is exactly how it works.
Wrong.
Oh, now you're doing the denying reality. My God.
No, it's not denying reality, but what you're describing is impossible to happen with lead.
It happens on rubber.
Yeah, that's because rubber can hold a static charge.
You sound like a fucking idiot, dude.
What do you think happens on the surface of rubber? How do you think the electrons move around on the surface of rubber to form that, hey?
Dude, they interact with each other. They don't not fucking interact.
And why do they stick to the balloon? Why is the charge attached to the balloon?
When your hand's here, you steal this right here is stealing the electrons, and that's how it forms a layer here. When the rubbing action happens,
and the electrons just hang around on the outside of the balloon on their own, do they?
Yes, you fucking idiot! Until
oh,
you
really?
fucking disperse them.
Are you saying there's free electrons on the outside of the balloon?
Yeah, there's free electrons all in this fucking atmosphere. We should have energy independence across the world. What?
Oh, this is fucking hilarious.
Okay, look. Anyway, so what's wrong with this? What's wrong with this? You said?
So much. I mean, I don't know where to start.
Go ahead and explain it so much. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Which part? The horse shit stuff.
Yeah, there's not horse shit flying around in a horse barn.
I imagine they cleaned it first.
Do you want to change it to? Every student.
So what about
every student in every university's ass dust flying around a dusty ass classroom? Boop, 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 boop. It's the same thing. This dust is microscopic.
Really,
you can see it.
That's not how any of this.
You can't see it in the air. It's not.
That's not how any of this works now.
Laughing like a fucking beta. I have done you like
Dude,
that. And I've done
if I'm a beta, you're literally a delta.
Laugh like a baby back dick when you're too deep.
You are literally a delta.
It's hilarious.
I mean, I'd say a
you're
zeta.
Literally a beta.
Yeah, but if I'm a beta, you're a delta.
How?
Because you're so far below me, I can't even see you.
Some more shit you don't even know what you're talking about. How is this wrong, fag? How is this wrong right here? How in the fuck does this work in your reality? How is this wrong in your reality?
Because there wouldn't have been a bunch of horse shit just flying around.
You know why you can't comprehend it? It's because you eat animal products and it literally gives you brain damage.
Dude, if you had a steak, you might be able to concentrate.
If you had a steak, it would cause an fucking inflammatory inflammatory.
So you know enough about biology as either, so that's cool.
Fuck, I can't talk with this guy. I need some water, man. This has been a long. How long have we been going for now?
Dude, if you had a steak in you, you might be able to concentrate better.
If I had a steak in me, what would that do?
It would make you concentrate a lot better and probably help you with your health as well.
Okay, but how? Explain it how. Explain it how.
Because it would give you nutrients that your body needs. Humans aren't vegans.
What nutrients? Because I get more nutrients than you from my plant-based diet.
No, you do not.
Yes, I do.
That's a 100% lie.
No, you get a lot of fat. You get a lot of fat. That's why you need fat. Titties.
You need. I don't
That's
actually.
Why you got that ball.
Dude, your chins are so prevalent. It's scary. You need fat.
Look at my neck, dude.
Oh wow! Look at all that spare skin. Oh, dude.
Can you do a pull-up? Can you do a pull-up?
I only have one working arm.
Fucking lame.
I used to be able to do lots of pull-ups. I was injured in the military.
Yeah, what happened to your arm? What happened to your arm?
I was injured in the military.
Jerking off too much? What happened?
I got caught in some machinery.
Ooh. This thing will kill you and it'll hurt the entire time it is killing you?
Right. Anyway, so can you get back to your hilarious Cavendish example? Or have you finished with that?
No, man. I mean, you're like denying reality, so I don't even know what the point is.
So you don't understand Cavendish,
when
right?
When airflow hits.
But what about when there isn't any airflow? What about when there isn't any airflow? What about when there isn't any airflow?
Dude, this is amazing. You're literally denying NASA at this point. NASA is where I got this information. Boundary layer is found on NASA. NASA.gov, search boundary layer.
So you don't understand what boundary layers are and stuff. It's cool, I understand. But
okay, so you understand what a boundary layer is.
What about when there? What about
that eats animal?
What about
to the point he got titty?
Where'd you get
explain it to me? What happened here?
Where'd you get your B12 from?
Tell me about the boundary layer, you fucking retard.
So,
go ahead.
What about,
tell me about the boundary layer.
About when there isn't any airflow?
No, I want to know. You said
I've been trying to ask the question. No, you clearly
explain
don't. What happens when there isn't? What happens when there isn't any airflow?
No boundary layer is created.
When there isn't any airflow.
When there isn't any airflow, there is no boundary layer created.
So?
That's why we need a vacuum chamber, doof.
And if you can show there isn't any airflow without using a vacuum chamber?
Oh my goodness, are you going to bring back your fucking Downy sheets?
Yeah. Did you see any, did you see any movement in there?
So fucking scientific. No, I do not accept your bullshit.
I don't care if you accept it. Anyway, we're going to go back to some super chats. We are going to go back to some super chats.
The proper environment.
Oh, can you show me the Can you show me the citation that says you have to use specific weights?
No, it's a scientific fail. It's a scientific fail.
You can't show a citation. No. Cool.
Okay. Anyway,
I'm going to read some super chats. Fuck YouTube for $5. It says, let him play his music. It has more scientific validity than anything he is saying. Fucking correct.
Actually, music is a theory too.
Yep. What was the first method of scientific? What's the first step of the scientific method again?
You eat animal products and it's making you feminine. That's why you're losing.
Where'd you get your B12 from?
Where do I get my B12 from? Dirt.
Yeah. That's not where you get B12
it comes from. Dirt. Yeah, my God, bro. You really, fat boy with the titties is going to tell me where the fuck B12 comes from?
And what is B12?
Like, I don't, come on, man. It's a vitamin that turns into a bacteria in the cow's bloodstream.
It's a vitamin that turns into bacteria.
It's not made in the cow. You think it's made in the cow, but it's not made in the cow.
You think it's a vitamin that turns into bacteria?
Yeah. It's actually classified as a bacterium, specifically because it's a single cell. Yeah, it is. It's a single cell organism with a cell wall. So it actually has different categorizations. Oh, please, bro. Look at your fucking... I'm going to screenshot this shit. Woo!
Oh, cool.
Yeah, give me that double chin. Good chin,
so absolutely no mention of it anywhere being a... bacterium or single-celled organism. So you don't know what B12 is. You're a vegan and you don't know what B12 is. Fucking brilliant.
You actually supplement.
Now be quiet for 2 seconds.
Animal products.
Now be quiet for 2 while I read the super chats.
Fuck yourself for 2 seconds. How about that?
Yes, child. Good boy.
How about that? Don't tell me to be quiet.
Be quiet, little boy. Peter's Prime for $2 Australian says this is for like...
How about I ruin you? Say please, motherfucker.
No, motherfucker. I'll just mute you. You got 2 choices.
Motherfucker. Yeah, that was the worst cussing I've ever...
Right. Peter's Prime for $2 Australian says, this is... I'm going to have him on... let's just put him on so we can see him rant. This is more like Freddy versus Jason. Marty Mad Scientist for $5 Canadian says, this is a good example of why Socrates didn't believe democracy could work. Yeah, this guy probably shouldn't have a vote. Oh, have you stopped talking now? I can take you off of mute. Okay, cool. And then we got McCaber Malafika. Oh, no, he's talking again. McCaber Malafika for $5 Australian says, can't stick around to the end. Please open a science journal, any science journal, and show him this idiot the ubiquitous standard error report in the results. Oh, that's right. You don't think that experiments should have a margin of error, do you?
No, I don't think you guys should be allowing such a margin of error.
Do you know what a margin of error analysis is?
Yeah, it's it's how many mistakes you can fucking have and get away with it and still be able to fucking pass it off as pseudoscience, but it's like really fucking pseudoscience. This is a prime example.
What you said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response,
my spouse is sleeping on
even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
Fucking faggot ass titties, man. Look at your titties, my guy.
There's literally none there. Look, literally none there. I lost a third of my body weight.
Pumping and screaming.
You're muted again. Adamant Forge for $5 says, sending you a bill. I threw my back out laughing at all the science. Must be in a vacuum chamber stupidity. I know, it's fucking brilliant. He's ranting again when no one's listening to him. Look at him. It's brilliant. He's like a performing monkey. The brainless joke couldn't science his way out of a paper bag. Better charge with $5 New Zealand dollars says, "What's up, fuckers?"
Real high level, high brow shit there, man.
Yeah, cool. Aslam for $5 Australian says 100,000 flights every day using globe-based navigation techniques. Fuck your little cult. There's a reason not a single flat Earth pilot exists. Monochromatic light source for £4.99 says, Jason, what's the difference between this cyclic and the collective? Knew you wouldn't know.
Stay on that airplane. If the captain is navigating by a fucking globe, stay on that airplane by all means.
All captains do it. My Dennis 787B for 28 Hong Kong dollars says dishonest and no self-control. Typical Flerf. Richard Petrusov for $2 says I could cook a whole bison in this dumpster fire. Yeah, it can be seen from space. Actually, it's amazing. Magadude bro, $1, no message. Thank you very much.
So fucking hard, bro.
Generation Globe for £5 says FTFE, you're the best. Brilliant content. He's literally lowered the whole IQ of everyone on the live stream.
I'm brilliant content.
Tell him your classic triangle question.
This is brilliant content. Me
Bargain basement Fred.
What's happening.
You misunderstanding boundary layers.
This literally happens, dude. This literally happens. You can't deny this. If you deny this,
it's been done in the vacuum chamber. So, Aslam for $2 Australian says this is science. Good that no flat earthers are in science. Yeah, exactly. Richard Petersov for $2 says you better send this to Tau Ceti Alpha FTFE. Liam for $5 Canadian says why is there even falling down in his model? Why do things fall down in your model again?
What? Why does things fall down? That's your fucking people. That's your stupid people. That's you. Why do things fall down?
Do you want to know the answer?
Gravity, you fucking retard! Gravity! Have you ever heard of fucking gravity? Gravity! Gravity!
It's a theory of gravity.
Scientific theory of gravity.
Yeah, theory. It's a theory. No, it doesn't even say scientific. It literally just says theory of gravity.
Aslam for $5 says...
It just says theory of gravity. It just...
Muted again. By his logic, if I pick up a ball from 100 meters from the chamber and then drop it, it would yeet 100 meters back to its original position. Also, sinkholes. Screw him. Look, he doesn't get that being muted means no one can hear him. It's fucking hilarious.
You lady, you feminized zombie.
Yep, he's still going on. I'll just put them back. Wait, give it like a few seconds and let's listen to him again.
Come on, lady. Let's go.
Okay, cool. I'm going to read a few more super chats, so bear with me.
Yeah. Super chats.
Aslam for $2 Australian says the magic soccer ball that will drop to the left. Fohammer335 for $2 says Jason is so angry he can't control his emotions. Should be a Vulcan.
I literally am not angry.
Your triggeredness disagrees with you.
I literally am not. I'm just trying
Truth
to
Nerds for €2 says so a vegan diet will make your goldfish psychotic.
You're laughing and giggling like a little beta bitch. I'm disappointed.
Every person that calls someone else a beta is a delta. Fuck YouTube for $2 says he came to a gunfight armed with a tennis ball. Look at him mouthing off. This is fucking hilarious. What's he saying?
Every 3 hours. That would be you, my guy. Who drinks female hormones?
Cool
that
story,
would be
bro.
you, my guy.
Cool story, bro.
Cool story, lady.
Wojciech Schmidt for 5 CHF says, question to Fred. If you fill the vacuum chamber with helium, does the chamber get lighter or heavier than when it's empty?
Heard to say anything, and you have titties that are equal or bigger?
Sorry, there is a question for you.
Your point is invalid.
Fred, there is a question for you. So in your vacuum chamber, Wojciech Schmidt wants to know that if you fill the vacuum chamber with helium, does the chamber get lighter or heavier than when it's empty?
Ooh, well, we have to put it in another chamber then, don't we?
Wait, what? You have to put the vacuum chamber in another vacuum chamber to test if it's got lighter or heavier?
Another vacuum chamber to make sure it's the helium changing the... Let's write it out. I want to show you.
This will be funny. Pay attention, guys.
Yeah.
Right, so we got up
so you
to
got a box.
Poo.
So literally, this is what you have done. You have changed a fucking box that was once a soccer ball. You changed it into a box. You just changed the shape, you fucking retard. Now it's got helium in the box right here. It was a soccer ball. It was a soccer ball with 10 psi. But now you change it to a box and you filled it with helium. What do you think's going to happen, you fucking goon?
That's what we're asking you.
What's going to happen?
Is it going to be lighter or heavier? That's what we're asking you.
What's going to happen to it?
That's what we're asking you.
Float up depending on what the atmosphere here is, my guy.
The question was, will it get lighter or heavier?
It depends on what's on the outside, you fucking goob. You don't understand that.
So you think what's on the outside depends on how heavy it is?
You sound like a bitch, dude. I gotta tell you. Wow,
all right, Delta, back on mute.
Okay.
Luminous Pooh for $2 says energy is stored in the balls. Shame he doesn't have any. Michael Acosta became a new member. Welcome to the Brawlers. Is he still talking?
Helium. If you fill this with helium,
yeah, he is.
What's it going to do? You don't know. Shut the fuck up. You don't know until you know.
Sorry. Homo habilis discovering his opposable thumb says what?
What's on the outside of this box?
Jason. Homo habilis discovering.
Understand what's going to happen with the helium until you understand what's here. You understand?
Jason.
Do you understand that, you fucking retard?
Jason, Homo habilis discovering his opposable thumb says what?
This is reality. No, one of us is denying reality, and we're going to find out right fucking now. If you feel
guys to weigh stuff,
helium,
guys to just so we're clear, he says to weigh stuff, it has to be in a vacuum chamber.
No, to understand how much it weighs, you have to understand what you're weighing it in, the atmosphere. What are you laughing about? If this is water...
Your ignorance is fucking hilarious. That's what I'm laughing at.
You're not, dude. It's literally something you have to consider. What are you talking about? Is this air or is this water outside of this helium?
Will it weigh more or less with helium in than when it's empty? It's a simple question.
Dude, this is brutally fucking ridiculous, man.
Oh my fucking god.
Okay, so explain to me what happens then. What happens when you put helium here?
What do you think? Does it weigh less or more? That's the question.
I need to know what's on the outside of the box, you fucking retard.
No, you don't!
You don't? What if you fucking helium and you had something that is heavy, lighter than helium? Then it makes a difference.
You think that changes the weight of it?
Yes, because it either floats up or down.
Oh my god, I'm dying. Guys,
where am I
help,
wrong? Explain.
Help.
Explain. Quit laughing like a fucking fairy and explain exactly.
Right, so
what happens in this box? You tell me. You tell me.
Right, listen. Right, so I've got a vacuum chamber.
You tell me.
You just asked me a question. Now be quiet to listen to the answer.
No. We're gonna take this away. No. No, I got you cornered, dude. This is checkmate. No, I got you cornered. You sound like a fucking fairy.
I can't. Someone help.
You're gonna have a heart attack. You know
I am. I'm gonna have a coronary.
No, actually, you're more likely to have a heart attack with your diet.
You're right. This can't be real.
You sound like a lunatic, bro.
Oh, I mean that happens when I talk to retards. That's for sure.
Yourself? Can you control yourself?
Can you stop saying stupid things? I might be able to.
Stupid! I'm asking questions, you fucking retard.
You aren't. Yeah, then you don't listen to the answer.
Okay, I'm listening. Go ahead now. All I hear is laughing like a lunatic.
So,
do you know that adrenochrome makes you schizophrenic?
So, if you have a scale, right, and on that scale you put a vacuum chamber.
Okay, now we got a scale. Shut the fuck up. Now we got a scale in here. This is it. Now we're outside of the box, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
Is that where the scale goes?
The scale's just on the floor in your garage, right?
I turn you bitches into fucking laughing femboys, man. Ew.
Right. Listen, okay, so you've got your vacuum chamber in your garage. On your garage floor is a scale. You take that vacuum chamber and you put it on the scale. Does it weigh more?
Why do we have to go to the garage, you fucking retard? I literally
it was just an example.
Golly.
It's just an example.
You're a fucking retard. Can we move along? You're like slow.
Once I finish the question, so you've taken that vacuum chamber and you've put it on a scale, right? Does it weigh more on that?
Here, right?
Yeah. Now, does it weigh more on that scale with helium in than when empty?
Okay, in this garage, I am assuming that we have what type of atmosphere?
14.7 psi.
Okay, that's regular air then, right?
Yes.
We're like literally back in the same situation, man.
So,
wow.
Does the scale register more weight if the vacuum chamber has helium in than when empty?
No, it's less, dude. It's going to weigh less.
Fuck me.
Yeah, because this right here, this atmosphere.
So to be clear.
No? Okay, no. You said fuck me like a retard. Go ahead and explain why I'm wrong.
Are you saying that a tank of helium weighs less than an empty tank of helium?
I want you to say. So I already said.
You're wrong because you think it won't weigh anything.
Weigh anything? What do you mean?
You say that you think it will weigh less.
If I put an appropriate amount of helium in here compared to this, yes,
you think it's going to weigh less.
Eventually register zero.
So just to be double clear here, you're saying that a full tank of helium weighs less than an empty tank of helium.
It depends on the atmosphere, my guy.
In regular atmosphere. Just to be clear, in regular atmosphere, does a tank of helium weigh less than an empty tank?
No, it weighs what a tank weighs, but if you change this, it weighs less. That's what I've been trying to tell you the entire fucking time.
Inside the tank, right?
Inside the tank, what are you talking about? There's helium inside the tank. Okay? There's helium inside the tank, can we agree upon that?
Right. This is very, very simple.
Is there helium in the tank? Can we agree upon that?
Yes, there's helium in the tank, right?
Okay, now, this is a scale that registers zero when this is not on it. Then you put the tank on it, it weighs 100 pounds.
Yeah, now take that helium out. How much does it weigh? Does it weigh less or more?
It weighs 100 pounds. It weighs 100.
So you're saying the helium...
whatever the container.
So you're saying the helium weighs nothing?
Well, I imagine it with the gases it builds up, but it's depending on if you're in air.
All right, we're in air, right? We're absolutely in air, right? Look at the screen for a second. So look at the screen.
It changes depending on how much actual liquid
Listen, right? This tank,
it becomes lighter. It does become lighter if you take this out.
So if you take the helium out, it weighs less or more.
Yes.
Right. That's not what you said just now.
Well, it's pretty fucking confusing.
You are very confused.
When you're involved in other things like garages. You just said something.
Oh, a garage is confusing. A garage is absolutely confusing.
You're just trying to say that because you want to say this particular atmosphere. That's all your little bitty brain said. You just said one atmosphere like we got. You just said that. Now, this atmosphere that we're talking about is and can be controllable. See this? Now we put this in a box. Now we put water in here. Okay. Does that change anything?
It changes a variable in the buoyancy equation.
Okay, let's put this with helium here. And now it weighs 100 pounds, right?
Wait, what's got helium here?
This box.
The box that's still got helium in like normal.
Yeah, and then we put it on here and it weighs 100 pounds.
Yeah, and you think changing the medium changes the...
Do you don't? You don't. Interesting.
Okay. Right, so... Now, if that box was to float up and you put a scale on the top of the chamber, do you think it would register a weight?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
And if you change this from water to something more viscous, it would actually change again.
Yeah. Now, to register the weight, you have to have the mass times a force. Okay? So you'd either use the gravitational force or the buoyancy force.
Trying to escape.
That's not what a force is.
Helium is. Yeah, well, that's what is happening. But
that's not what a force is, though. This is fucking... yeah, of course, what a force is doesn't matter. You're right. Jesus Christ.
The only thing that you're changing is
Fred,
the atmosphere.
I've got a serious question.
The only thing that...
I've got a serious question for you.
Listen, Titty.
I have a serious question for you. Dude, I've got a serious question.
What was the point of this, though? No. What was the point of this?
I wanted to figure out if you knew if helium actually weighed anything, right? But I've got a serious question because, you know, I'm slightly concerned.
Everything... Okay, go for it.
Was there a point as a child that you led down on the floor and a 16-wheeler truck went over your skull?
Oh my god, dude! What is wrong here? What is wrong here?
No, I'm serious. Was there a point that happened?
What is wrong here? Like seriously, what the fuck is wrong here?
Maybe your parents, like, I don't know, hit you in the head several times with a toffee hammer.
Brain damage between the two of us.
You, most definitely. You've displayed that here.
Oh, okay. Well, every time you eat an animal product, it causes an inflammatory reaction.
Nope, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. This is medical fact.
No,
it causes an inflammatory reaction throughout your entire cardiovascular system.
No, it doesn't.
Including the vessels in your brain.
No, it doesn't.
Which causes fucking swelling. Yes, it does. And so much so that you go into a fucking coma every time. Every time you eat a fucking meal. Yes, it does, you pussy.
No, it
yes,
doesn't.
it fucking does.
Humans aren't
yes,
vegans.
It fucking
Don't be weird.
That's how heart attacks are caused. When you eat a bunch of fucking plaque cholesterol that's collected on your.
You telling me a vegan's never? You telling me a vegan's never had a heart attack?
No, vegans don't die from heart disease. That shit collects in your heart.
Cool.
That shit collects in your heart, and it collects so much that when you have an inflammatory reaction, it closes up, and that's called a heart attack. That's called a stroke. You fucking fairy. You feminine bitch, shut the fuck up.
Shush.
There's nothing wrong with what we went through here. There's nothing wrong with what we went through here. Everything is scientifically validated. There's nothing wrong with what happened here. Everything is scientifically validated. You're the only one denying this.
What? You don't know what science is. You can't say.
NASA agrees.
Wait.
No.
You can't say scientific.
No.
Muted. You can't say scientifically validated if you don't know what the scientific method. Fred, you're muted. No one can hear you. Nobody can hear you, Fred. Fred, no, not one person can hear you, Fred. Nobody. You're going to just keep ranting. You look crazy. You look pure crazy. You'd be much better if you had a steak, dude. I'll unmute you when you stop talking. There we go.
And you got parasites in your ass. You know that too, right?
No, you're still talking. I will unmute you when you stop talking. If you act like a child, I'll treat you like a child.
I want to tell you the thing.
You finished yet?
Park audience, dude.
So
I super don't.
Let me ask you. Let me ask you a question. Do you think?
Tell me where this is wrong. Tell me where this is wrong.
Because it doesn't happen to lead. So,
but this, and I want you to tell me exactly where this is wrong.
Because it doesn't happen to lead.
No. I will fuck this thing up completely every fucking second until you tell me what the fuck is wrong with this.
Yeah. Now,
where is this incorrect?
Jason, I'm going to say this once. Drop the homophobic comments.
I don't give a fuck, bro. We can end this right now. I have fucking destroyed you. You can't explain.
You haven't destroyed anything.
Wrong.
Yeah, because airflow doesn't happen in the experiments.
And I fucking destroyed your ball earth.
Airflow doesn't happen in the experiments. So
you can't explain what is wrong. If you could, you would do it.
I keep explaining what is wrong. That doesn't happen to lead.
Where?
You would not have the electrostatic charge building up on the outside of lead.
The fucking balloons have it, you fucking retard!
Because the material allows it.
You're rubbing on shit, you fucking retard!
And you
this
think...
happens in the fucking avionics industry, you
not
fucking
to lead.
retard. This is not a guess. This is something that happened.
Not to lead.
This is something I didn't make up, you fucking retard.
Not to lead.
Laminar flow is something I made up, you fucking monkey.
You don't know what laminar flow is. You don't know what laminar flow is.
Laminar flow. You fucking nothing. I have shit on you. I've been waiting.
So I'm gonna mute you. I'm gonna mute you. I'm just gonna mute you.
I'm gonna write this.
Right. We can just watch him rant while I read some super chats, guys. Wayne Faulkner says, play the gravity clip. Yeah, I did. He like, look at him like freaking out. It's hilarious. Mark Zayant for 10 PlayStation Network dollars says, time to bed. Please keep the dumpster fire burning. Dennis Real for $5 Australian says, God damn it, I saw Jason was profoundly disappointed when there wasn't a hockey mask. Instead, we just got a mask of stupid. I guess if he's going to just write shit on there, we'll just move off of him on the camera. You're welcome to stay, Jason. I wanted to ask you one question, if you can shut your mouth.
You remember this? When I made you sound like a fucking parrot on your own bullshit?
No one can see you. No one can see you or hear you.
Laugh because I made...
No, okay. Jason, I want to ask you a question. I'm only going to unmute you when you stop talking. You're literally talking to yourself. You're like a crazy person. Look at him. He's literally like a fucking crazy person. This, guys, is what mental damage looks like. Pay attention. Look at him. Mental damage in effect right now. This is fucking hilarious. Dennis Real, no, I've read that one. King Ed V for $5 says, ask him what if you put in helium in that ball and remove the air, which way the ball goes. I think he's got over understanding that. Free Gemini for $5 says, Craig, your ability to explain anything is like that of a 3-year-old, so disappointing. How are you supposed to explain something to someone when they don't listen? I think I explain things quite well. General E. Shady for $2 Australian says, Fred bought his brain from Wish. Have you stopped yet? I'll unmute you if you stop. No, you're still... If you don't stop talking, you don't get unmuted, Jason. Theo Fungi for £2.99 says, Dumb Fuck of the Year 2021, found in January. Oh, he stopped talking. Right, cool, I can ask you a question now. So, do you think...
No, I'm not answering your question. Do you know what adrenochrome...
Okay, so, no, if you don't answer my question, you don't get to talk. It's simple. No one can hear you. You only get to talk when I decide, Jason. You got 2 choices. You can either go away or you can answer my question. 2 choices, Jason. You can either go away or you can answer my question. Up to you.
Beta back, bitch.
Yep, so you've got 2 questions. Right, we'll just keep on it. If you be quiet, I'll ask. So what do you want to do? You can answer my question or are you going to go away?
You're begging me for a question and I'm fucking...
Are you going to answer my question or are you going to go away? It's your choice.
No.
You can answer my question. You can answer my question, or you can rage quit. Those are your 2 choices.
I'm not rage quitting anywhere. You can.
Okay, I'll just leave you on mute then and make fun of you. Adamant Forge for $5 says, when Dunning-Kruger... Oh shit, it skipped. Where'd it go? Oh wow, so many super chats. I'm sorry, guys. Bear with me. Where'd it go? I lost it. Alright, Adam Forge for $5 says, when Dunning-Kruger is used against you so much, you need to poison the well instead of actually learning. Jason.
That's hilarious.
You're back?
That's fucking hilarious.
So, Jason, do you think that Cavendish is the...
I don't give a fuck.
Do you think that Cavendish is the only experiment that demonstrates gravity?
Yeah, there's another one that literally looks the exact same way, and you hang a weight from the top. I've already seen what you guys have to offer. It's the same shit.
So you think... Do you think there's only 2 experometers in the world that demonstrate gravity?
Tell me another time mass has ever been measured attracting mass. Go ahead.
Spring-loaded gravimeters.
Nope.
Spring-loaded gravimeters.
It's a static electric hydrodynamic charge theory was what you're seeing.
No such thing. When Dunning-Kruger... Oh, no, we read that one. Brilliant for $5 Australian says, this guy is Dunning-Kruger talking about Dunning-Kruger. You can't get it any better than that. I know. He literally Dunning-Kruger. It's fucking hilarious. Look at him, ranting to himself like a crazy... He's so insecure that he won't leave even when we're just going to mock him and have him on mute. Grumpy Man, Old Man Joe for $5 Canadian says, I'm surprised he's not cleaning that whiteboard by licking it. Good boy, Jason. You just sit there quiet. Aslam for $2 Australian says, Jason is the best demonstration of Dunning-Kruger ever. Guys, please, is there any... I'm going to check my Discord. Please tell me there's some memes in the meme room. If there isn't any memes about him in the meme room, then guys, you need to get on that. All right. Michael Acosta for $2 says, this is your brain on flat Earth. I don't think there's any evidence that Fred here has a brain. Philosopher King Gaming for $5 says, Fred, make one request for a specific piece of evidence which would not be impossible for us to provide if we were right. I'll match a £5 donation if you do. Fred doesn't understand what the word evidence is, so he wouldn't be able to do that. Isn't that right, Fred?
You don't understand what scientific experimentation is. That's the problem.
You don't understand what scientific method is. You think it could be done in a
fucking horse barn.
Yeah,
horse barn, bitch.
You can't provide me a citation that says it doesn't. And the George said for $5 says, this dude is great, thinks he should be held to the same standards as Einstein, but doesn't know F equals MA. Look at him talking to himself like an actual crazy person. Jessica Shantz for $5 says, you look great, FTFE. I'm a transgender woman, so what's wrong with that? Asked Fred Durst. I don't want to ask him that question because he's going to be horrifically offensive to things that he doesn't understand, like homosexuality and LGBTQ+. He doesn't understand science or human interaction. He is a human piece of shit. Just look, guys, if you ever want to know what a human piece of shit looks like, it's right there. Aslam for $2 says Jason is the perfect Durex ad. Jason is the perfect ad for chopping off your own dick so you never have any chance of ever breeding.
Beta fag, fucking beta.
Jason, every time you say beta, you are a delta. Roxy Bixby for $10 Canadian says, ask him what a Planck's length is, because that's the expanse of his knowledge of science and anything remotely associated with it. What's a Planck's length?
Unit of measurement, isn't it? I'm not sure.
Yeah. And how's it derived?
I don't know, man. I never used the Planck.
Of course you don't. Daniel McGlone became a new member. Thank you very much, you fucking amazing bastard, you. Daniel McGlone for £5 then says, pronounced Muglone. I'm sorry, Daniel Muglone. Please, is it possible for eyes and ears to bleed? Dumpster fires make me weak. I am sorry for any facepalm injuries that this fucking numpty made you get. Then we've got... where are we? Zach McCracken for £5 says, will his carer be annoyed having to get a new emotion board? Fred, does your carer know that you're on... Oh, he rage quit, finally. Oh no, he's still there. Fred, does your carer know that you're online? Does your carer know that you're online?
Does my Karen know?
Your
what carer. The fuck are you saying?
Carer.
Caretaker? Is that what you fucking meant?
Yes.
With your whack ass lame? Bro, you're a fucking retard. Ugh.
What was F equals MA again? How do you calculate force?
How do you think you're a man if you're eating female hormones? Female mammalian estrogen?
I'm clearly more of a man than you could ever hope to be. Aslan for $2 Australian says, law of universal gravitation, awkward for Jason. Yeah, he just goes, it's not a law, it's a theory, because I think that beanie's cutting off the oxygen to his brain or something. OLM for £2 says, shouldn't Fred Durp's whiteboard be in a vacuum? If you want to see a vacuum, guys, it's between his ears. Roxy Bixby for $5 Canadian says, whose budget is spent on Windex for the cleaning of the dome? That's where most of NASA's budget goes, guys. It's an absolute secret. I shouldn't tell you that. Alien X Gaming for $5 says, chill on the homophobic comments, Jason. We do not accept that here. Yeah, I've tried to just ignore it and brush over it, but, you know, it kind of just demonstrates what kind of people flat earthers are. Look at him ranting. No one can hear you. You know that, right? Not one person. Cool. Aslam for $5 Australian says, this debate has had about 5 minutes of content. Jason not being able to hold a simple conversation stretched out to over 2 hours. Fuck YouTube for $2 says, I'm a dryer sheetologist. Yeah, proper science, guys. Aslam for $2 Australian, Jason is the bottom of the bottomless barrel. Congrats. I reckon there's further I can go, guys. The barrel gets even deeper, trust me.
Nah.
Hey, Jason.
No, nobody will come on here and tell you about animal products because they eat animal products.
Hey, Jason, what's 5 divided by 0?
Hey, do you know that heart disease is the number1 cause of death?
Okay, so apparently 5 divided by 0 is the #1 cause of heart disease, guys. You learnt that here. Frohammer335 for $5 says, I used to be a soldier. I am still extremely fit. Jason, let's do a ruck of 150-pound packs until muscle failure. I assure you, I'll make it further.
The shit that's on your neck and titties is also in your heart.
Do you take that challenge, Jason?
That shit that's on your neck and titties that makes you feminine, that's also on your, it's in your arteries.
So do you want to take that challenge?
Causes you brain damage every time you eat it.
Are you going to take that?
Hilarious.
Are you going to take the challenge, or?
Are you going to take the challenge of stop feminizing yourself?
Are you going to take the challenge, or are you too much of a little lady?
I'm a little lady. Why? Because I take female mammalian estrogen?
Because you look and act like one.
Why? I mean, but you actually take the drug that makes you a fucking femboy.
If you say so.
Transsexuals.
Yeah, you don't get to talk about that here. We are completely LGBTQ friendly. He's a piece of shit. He doesn't get to talk about that here. Brainy Beaver, my fucking favourite Canadian, ask about the vanilla. I guess he's vegan. I know because he told me. Yeah, why can't vegans shut up about being vegans? You want to meet a decent vegan? Batch. Batch is the only decent vegan that I fucking know. The rest of them are fucking knobs like this. Aslan for $2 says, faux hammer, and we celebrate with ribs and chips. Ribs. Calypsis for $2 says, a mineral is not a bacterium. So dumb. I know. I can't believe you thought that a mineral is a fucking bacteria. You absolute retard. Aslan for $2 Australian, vitamin B12, aka C63888CON14014P, aka cobalamin. Yep, still not a bacteria. Gary Newbury for $4.99 says, if sad people like this are allowed to reproduce, he should have been neutered, you're right. Globerman for $2 says, I use the scientific method in the kitchen, Jason. I imagine that's true. Gary Newbury for $1.99 says, Fred puts off major small PP energy. Yeah. I'll unmute you when you stop talking. No, I was going to ask him a question, but we're just watching rant to himself instead. Can anyone read lips? Because this could be interesting. Bombay for 20 Australian dollars. Thank you, dude. I just woke up. What the actual fuck did I walk into? Sorry. Piece of shit alert. But, you know. Oh, maybe I can ask him that question now. No, he's still talking. So, Fred, what's it like? Oh. Aslan for $5 Australian. Jason, yes, one of us is denying reality. That is you. 100,000 flights every day prove the globe. You are literally arguing against literal pilots on this. Bombay for $5 Australian says, ask him what's heavier, a kilogram of steel or a kilogram of feathers. Now we just get him off the camera for a bit.
Bigger dick than me. Fucking fruitcake, motherfucker. Oh, this is hilarious. You're just going to have me muted the entire conversation?
Yeah, it's more fun to look at you ranting, actually. It's more intelligent than anything you've said. Bombay for $5 says... Oh, no, said that, but I don't know. Jason, what's heavier, a kilogram of steel or a kilogram of feathers?
Hey, what's heavier, a kilogram of feathers or a...
Nope. Bombay for $2 Australian says, ooh, a garage. It's like a car hole. Philosopher King Gaming for $5. Changing the medium doesn't change the fact that adding pressurized helium in any medium will increase the weight versus an empty vacuum. Dodge destroyed. Yep, like any flat earther, all he can do is duck, dodge, dive, and weave. Holy Smalls for $5 says, feminine bi, why does he hate women? Because he's a piece of shit. It's clear. Like I said, guys, this is what a piece of shit looks like, live on camera. If you ever wanted to see a human turd, he's sitting right there. I apologize to all turds because, you know, I shouldn't associate that. Ooh. Why is my stream... Oh, we'll be back. It buffered for a bit there. Sorry, guys. Let's get him off the camera. You can just sit there as long as you like, Jason. We're just going to make fun of you for a while. Sorry about the buffering, guys. I think that's YouTube rather than me. Fuck YouTube for $2. Is lead paint vegan? Technically, yeah. I guess lead paint is vegan. Aslan for $5 Australian says, I still offer this to every flatty. Come to Sydney. He says, you got worms. I think he's looking in a mirror right now, guys. Come to Sydney. I will show you how to navigate the world and how to fly an aircraft. You won't be a flatty anymore. They will, because all they do is deny reality and write, you got worms in terrible handwriting. Truth Nerds for €2 says, Jason, stop putting lead sugar on your cornflakes. It's worse than lead, honestly. Aussie Bloke, hey, let's see what he's saying. How you doing, Jason? You still being a dumbass?
Hey, you want to know how many people on Earth have parasitic worms?
No, not really. Aussie Bloke 87 for $5 Australian says, what the fuck did I click onto here? Haha, what a lunatic. Happy Australia Day. Happy Australia Day. Apparently, guys, 7 billion people on Earth have parasitic worms. So, 7 billion people on Earth have a Jason. Nice to know. Aussie Bloke 87 for $5 Australian says, what the fuck did I click onto here? Haha. Oh, I read that one, sorry. Wayne Falconer also became a member, you fucking legend. Rick Sanchez, shouldn't you be destroying the galactic economy? For $2 says he really needs to stop eating lead. That is his breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Philosopher King Gaming for $5 says, literally, all he had to do was ask for a piece of evidence, and he couldn't even do that. OMG, how stupid do you have to be to turn down free money?
Adrenochrome, do you know what that is?
Yeah, I do. How stupid on the scale of 1 to 10 are you?
Do you? You really do?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah. How stupid are you on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'm interested in what I'm very interested in your
opinion. So how
stupid
are you? How stupid are you on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'm interested in your opinion, man. Come on, I want to know what your double chin thinks about adrenochrome. What do you know about it?
Dude, why'd you put on so much weight in the past few days since you're on MC Tunes? Have you been like...
Oh, because I'm so scared of you. I'm so scared of you.
Have you been like, you know, comfort eating since your destruction by MC Tunes?
Why are you avoiding adrenochrome? You said
why are you avoiding any
science?
science?
I would like to know what you know about it. Adrenochrome.
Why don't you tell me what adrenochrome is? Because I want to see if you know.
Why are you avoiding that? That's so weird.
What do you think? What do you think adrenochrome is?
I know what it is. I want to know if you know what it is.
Oh, of course I know what it is. It's a chemical compound.
Exactly. Where does it come from?
Well, it's got the molecular formula C9H9NO3.
Okay, I didn't ask you a molecular formula. I just asked you where it comes from.
Where do you think it comes from?
Where does it come from?
Where do you think it comes from?
No, I want to know where you think it comes from.
No, I want to know where you think it comes from.
No, come on, man.
No, you come on, man.
Obviously, I know where the fuck it is.
Where does it come from then?
Just explain.
Why don't you tell us where it comes from?
It'll probably vary from yours. But let's see.
Oh no, I want to know what you think where it comes from.
You're afraid? No. You're trying to fucking just say something. I want you to say it so that we can agree upon it. You have to say it first. It's not like I don't know what it is and I'm just trying to find out. Oh, you don't know what it is. But I brought it up, you fucking goon.
So where does it come from then? Why don't you tell us?
You tell me. You said you knew.
Well, you're the one that loves adrenochrome so much, so why don't you tell us where it comes from?
What is your full knowledge of adrenochrome? Why is this so difficult for you? You're looking it up. That's fantastic.
I'm actually looking at the chat. They're fucking hilarious.
All right, well, cool. Let's talk about adrenochrome in the chat.
So what do you think? What do you think it is, and where does it come from, Jason?
No, I know what you said. I'm saying, what do you think it is?
No, I want to know what you think.
I know you do. But I want to know what you know.
I want to know where you think it comes from.
It comes from animals.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And?
Now you go.
How's it produced?
Now you go. How is it produced? Come on, you say one thing, I'll say
You said it comes from animals. That's not really telling us where it comes from.
Okay, you do a little version of that then. Come on, man. Where does it come from?
You don't even know what it is, do you?
Stop giggling, man. It's ridiculous.
Okay, so back to the super chats. He's one of the people that probably think adrenochrome comes from little kids and stuff. Aslam for $5 Australian says, ironically, while vegans have a slightly lower chance of heart disease, they have a much higher chance of a stroke. Yeah, but his thing about no vegans ever had a heart disease is wrong. I've read one recently. Rick Sanchez also became a member. I'm fucking honoured, Rick. Thank you very much. Glober Mum for $2. Vegans can have heart attacks. Ask your doctor. Truth Nerds for €2 says, will he starve? Female flowers make fruit seeds. Humans are animals, I know. Truth Nerds for €2 says, will he starve? Female flowers make fruit and seeds. So I'll ask you again, where does adrenochrome come from? How is it created? Do you know? Oh, have you gone? No, you there, Jason?
No, I'm not going nowhere until you say goodnight.
Do you know how adrenochrome is created then? Where does it actually come from?
No, I want to know what you're fully... Is that... Okay, are you admitting that you don't know anything about adrenaline?
Well, no, I know that it comes from the oxidation of adrenaline.
Okay, so
but where do you think it comes from?
You know about it, man, or admit that you don't know anything about it.
I know that adrenochrome is a chemical compound that comes from the oxidation of adrenaline. What do you think it is?
Okay. That is exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is.
Cool.
That happens in
animals. And what's the problem with it?
Adrenaline. Okay. When you kill your... You understand there's a slaughterhouse, right? Where your animals go to die.
I try to source ethically. I try to source
Is that a fun place?
I try to source my meat ethically.
Yeah,
so,
but that doesn't. You can't ethically kill something that doesn't die. They have their necks slit, dude. They have their necks slit when they're wide awake.
Yep.
And they're freaked out.
Yep.
That produces a ton of adrenaline.
Animals are great food.
They're in a literal horror house.
Animals are very good food.
They're in a literal horror house. And they can smell the blood and the piss and the fear of their sisters all around them. Okay.
So you're a nut
that causes adrenaline, does it not? Does it cause adrenaline?
Yeah, okay, I'm just going to mute you and carry on with the super chats because you know what you're talking about. Oh god, it skipped. Where did I get to? Gary Newbury for $1.99 says, imagine how stupid his spouse is, lol. Don't attack it. If he's got a wife or anything, don't attack them. That's not fair. It's not their fault that he's stupid. I mean, I feel sorry for whoever he'd married to or his kids, but it's not their fault that he's a retard. Illuminous Pooh for $2 says, his kind caused January the 6th. Glober Mum for $2. Jason, dihydrogen monoxide kills vegans. What do you think about that?
Hey, okay, we're back at animal produces adrenochrome,
so
right?
Dihydrogen monoxide kills vegans. What do you think about that?
Probably, I don't know, dude. Adrenochrome.
Do you know what dihydrogen monoxide is?
Why are you changing the subject?
Because it's funny. Do you know what dihydrogen monoxide is?
It looks deflective.
Do you know what dihydrogen monoxide is?
I don't.
Okay.
Do you know what adrenochrome is?
Yeah, I do. It's made from the oxidation of adrenaline. And the thing is, you're not ever going to make me feel guilty for eating meat because I am a human and I feel like I need that. And it's part of nature. You're never going to make me feel guilty. You know what? Brilliant for you that you don't want to eat meat. Well done. You're such a wonderful human being. But you're never going to make me feel guilty for eating meat because I want to sustain myself and my family in the best way possible. So it doesn't matter what you say. Vegans, cool. You want to be a vegan? That's cool. Militant vegans like you are pieces of shit. Mary Dade, maybe Dundee for $5 says, muting him has been the funniest idea all stream. I know, watching him just rant to himself is fucking hilarious. Preben Andre for 50 Nokia says, I have a headache, thanks, I do fucking apologise. Josh just played you, also became a new member, you fucking legend. Cillian Holland for €2 says, 20 minutes in and I'm out, screw this guy, boot him. Nah, it's more fun just poking fun at the idiot. God's Auditor for $2 says, ask him where he was on January the 6th. I don't want to, that scares me. And Aslan for $5 Australian says, I mean, I slaughtered a cow, it was done with a bolt, the cow never knew what happened, every bit of it was used and had been donated to food banks. I know, he doesn't understand anything, including animals and how they're slaughtered, etc. So, I'm just going to wait until he's finished ranting. Just have a drink a sec. Okay, Jason, give us some evidence for the flat Earth.
You have adrenochrome in your
Jason,
animal products.
give us some...
I'm explaining why you have mental... I'm explaining something that's going to affect...
Jason, there is one question. You don't answer the question, you get muted, and we carry on mocking you. All right? Show me some evidence for the flat Earth. That's all. The only thing you're allowed to talk about. If you don't talk about that, you get muted.
I don't care.
Jason,
I'm going to say it anyway.
Where's the evidence for the flat Earth?
You're a paranoid schizophrenic.
Where's the evidence for the flat Earth, Jason?
Okay, here it is. Ah, shit. All right, here it is. Adrenochrome causes...
Where's the evidence for the flat Earth, Jason? You're muted if you don't talk about flat Earth evidence. It's simple. We'll do this for a few minutes before we finish up. Jason, where's the evidence for the flat Earth?
Bedford level.
Bedford level showed there was curve. Try again.
No, the second time, and you guys measured it from the land. You're supposed to be measuring the water.
No, they didn't measure it from the land. Try again.
No, they did.
No, they didn't.
All the sticks were on the land.
No,
yes, they weren't. Oh, bro, you're really shooting yourself in the fucking foot now.
There wasn't sticks on the land. They had...
All the sticks were on the land, you fucking retard.
And
every fucking one of them. And the bridge was on land too, you stupid bitch.
And you don't know what they were actually doing, do you? So the first time I'm going to mute you and explain to you why you're wrong. When they first did the Bedford level, we had it too close to the surface of the water, simply looking at the boots of people in the distance on the ice or whatever. That was stupid because it didn't take into account refraction. When it was done again properly, they lifted the viewing device up above the water and looked at some targets they had created in the distance that were level to the water as it went along. Doesn't matter if they're in the water or not, as long as they are level to the water. What that found was there was absolutely curve. If you mention the Bedford level, you're admitting that the Earth is curved. So once again, where's the evidence for the flat Earth?
Am I unmuted?
Yeah, where's the evidence for the flat Earth?
You literally just spewed a bunch of dumb shit. The sticks that they were measuring was on land.
Doesn't matter, they were level with the water.
Doesn't matter the level of the water. We were there to measure the water. The first Bedford level, you said it doesn't take into account for right?
For refraction. It was too close to the water.
Okay, say it. It's wrong because of atmospheric refraction.
They didn't take into account the atmospheric refraction where the lapse rate is highest close to the water. So I'll ask you again. Bedford level isn't evidence of a curve.
Okay, look.
No. We've moved on from the Bedford level. Right? No, Bedford level is evidence of the globe. We're moving on to the next bit of evidence that you think for the flat Earth. So I'm going to unmute you, and you're going to try again. Give me some evidence for the flat Earth that isn't the Bedford level, because that shows that the Earth is curved. No, I'll only unmute you when you stop talking. I'll only unmute you when you stop talking.
Seems kind of socialist.
So, evidence for the flat Earth.
Can I explain Bedford level? You asked for proof.
I've already explained the Bedford level, and you're wrong. So next.
Proof, dude.
Yeah, but the Bedford level shows the Earth to be curved. Bedford level shows the Earth to be curved.
It's my turn to fucking explain.
Bedford level shows the Earth to be curved. What's your next one?
The fuck are you talking about? It's my turn to explain the Bedford level.
Bedford level shows Bedford level shows the Earth to be curved. What's your next evidence? You're muted. You're muted. You're muted. You're still muted, you little punk. Come on, Delta. Take a breath. Josh just played you for $2 says, soy boy calls someone a femboy. Oh, the irony. Synthetic for $5 says, if everyone was a vegan, what happens to the food species? We just let the population explode and crush? Fucking idiot thinks that, yes. A luminous poo for $2 says, it's a high-functioning sociopath. Get it right. Aslan for $5 Australian says, so Jason, how do I best marinate these ribs? Maybe I'll roll it up in some globe-based navigation charts. Can you tell me why we use the Havershine? Don't run. Tell you what, guys. Give me a vote in the chat. Should we let him try and explain the Bedford level? 1 for yes, 2 for no. What do you reckon? Jason, you can vote as well. 1 for yes, 2 for no. Should you get to explain it? 1 for yes, 2 for no. Let's see what the chat says. Jason, do you want to explain? You need to vote. 1 for yes, 2 for no. We'll let the chat decide. A couple of ones, a couple of twos. Oh, they don't want to hear you explain it. Oh, no, there's a fair few ones. You know what? I mean, Chrismer definitely doesn't want you to explain it. All right, Jason, I'll tell you what. I'll give you 2 minutes, uninterrupted, all right? And you can explain the Bedford level. Ready? Are you ready? 2 minutes,
yeah,
go. Go, 2 minutes.
This is original Bedford. Fuck you. Put me big so I can see.
You couldn't get big if you tried, but there you go.
Yes, fucking your mom's clit is huge. All right, this is Bedford level. Guy gets in the water. Bro, this looks so weak, man.
Oh, sorry.
Your whole fucking scene looks weak.
Is this what you did? Oh, you didn't like that? Oh, sorry. I thought as you did it, it was okay to do. My bad. Carry on.
If you want to know what's going on or not, it doesn't matter to me.
You haven't got a clue, but carry on.
All right. Bedford level, right? Guy gets in the water, eye level, right?
Uh-huh.
Can we confirm this? Can you confirm this or no?
I mean, that looks like eye level at that point, yes.
Okay. There's a boat with a flag at 6 foot. That's how the original Bedford level was conducted. Can you confirm that, or do you even know anything about it?
Yeah, he also did it when the lake was frozen to look at people in the distance with ice skates. But carry on.
They never did Bedford level frozen. That's a Siberian lake that you're thinking of. But anyway,
it's really not. They did
level,
it.
The original Bedford level.
Actually, the last time that the
I thought it was 2 minutes uninterrupted.
Okay, sorry. Carry on.
Fuck, man. All right. So this is what you're supposed to. This is what's supposed to happen in Bedford level. This right here is being blocked by 18 feet of curvature. That's what you're supposed to see.
Nope. Carry on. Why is that person looking at the Why is that person looking at the floor instead of like looking along the water?
Because the water in the way. It's an exaggeration.
But they wouldn't be looking at the floor, would they?
No, they would be looking directly into the water.
The
water.
I don't think
water
you understand 3D space, do you?
The water forms a bulge that blocks you from seeing the boat. This is the curvature that you're talking about.
So you think the person would be looking at the floor?
This is what you say the Bedford level is made of.
Not
so
maybe
this
looking
is
at
right
the
here.
horizon.
This guy right here sees level, and then you can see the flag, and then you can see the top of the flag being higher than the bridge. That's what you guys' version of it is. That's accurate. But what actually happens is this guy, you said this happens, but there's no atmospheric refraction. Is that what you're saying?
No, I didn't say there's no atmospheric refraction. I said there is more atmospheric refraction.
I'm saying, you're saying there's atmospheric refraction happening. That's what you're saying.
Yes, there is. Do you deny atmospheric refraction?
Okay. No, actually, I love atmospheric refraction.
Cool.
Because that takes a shit on Eratosthenes.
Really doesn't.
That takes a shit on Eratosthenes.
Really doesn't. Who was the person that
really?
did all the original?
Hold on,
wait. No, you hold on. You hold on. Who was the person?
You're saying that hundreds and hundreds
I'm gonna
of
mute you.
miles
I'm going to mute you. You need to listen when I ask a question, or you don't get to talk. That's the rules. No, Jason, you're muted right now. You need to stop talking and listen to my question, otherwise you don't get to talk.
Light that's bent?
No, if you don't stop talking, you don't get to talk. You listen to my question, and then you can respond. Nah, okay, if he's not going to do that, never mind. Guys, this has been a lot of fucking fun tonight. It's getting on for 3 o'clock in the morning, so we're probably going to wrap this up soon if he's not going to actually let me ask a question. Are you going to let me ask a question then, Fred? Is he gone? Did I make him rage quit? I've been trying to do that for a while. Fred, so you can let me ask a question now?
Where did it cut off?
I don't know. I wasn't
listening. Let me know
listening.
where it cut off.
It cut off at me asking you a question.
Well, so what did you hear me say?
I don't know, because I muted you when you wouldn't listen to me ask a question.
How stupid is that, man?
So, well, the
atmospheric refraction, yes or no?
So you know all about atmospheric refraction. So tell me who did all the original experiments around refraction.
It's literally not a concern. The concern is I think there's no atmospheric refraction happening through thousands of miles of atmosphere laced with water.
So you don't know how atmospheric refraction works then?
So you don't understand that light bends in the atmosphere?
Yeah, could you describe what a lapse rate? Could you describe what a lapse rate is?
Can you describe what happens to light when it hits water?
When light hits water, it has an angle of incidence change.
Yeah, it changes, right?
Mm-hmm. So, could you please?
When it does that?
Jason, hold on. Jason, hold on. Could you please tell me what a lapse rate is?
No, I don't. We're not talking about that. We're talking about the atmosphere causing a bend in light.
Yeah,
you just said.
Wait, hold on. No, hold on. I'm gonna mute you.
Listen.
No, you're muted. You don't get to talk over me. Every time you do that, you get muted. All right, good boy. So, did you just say that we don't need to talk about lapse rate when we're talking about atmospheric refraction? Is that what you said? Yeah? Is that what you said?
No, you literally don't have to do is admit that the light bends.
No, I'm not saying that. Like,
all you have to do is
admit
the light bends.
But I'm asking you, do you know what a lapse rate is?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Am I muted?
No.
Are you censoring me because you're scared?
I'm trying to ask you a question.
Does light bend in the atmosphere? You just said Bedford level.
Can you hear me or not? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Right, well, listen to the question. What is a lapse rate?
I'm answering the last question. You're not letting me answer the last question.
It relates to the last question. What is a lapse rate?
Okay. I don't know.
Well, then how can you talk about atmospheric refraction if you don't know what a lapse rate is?
Light bends in water, you fucking retard. I know light bends in the atmosphere. What the fuck is wrong with you people?
And how do you calculate it? How do you calculate how much it bends?
Bedford level says yes.
How do you calculate how much it bends? How do you calculate how much it bends?
But you don't calculate it. In Eratosthenes, it has never been calculated. You got this fucking circumference of the Earth from a bogus experiment that didn't account for atmospheric refraction.
You're not going to get refraction coming.
Motherfucker, say I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
Say I'm fucking wrong.
You're wrong.
Well, how?
Because
how?
The sun in the Eratosthenes. Listen. The sun in the Eratosthenes experiment.
Well, I'm going to draw it while you do it.
If you want to listen,
I'm going to draw it while you do it so we can understand. Hold on, give me a second.
No, the sun in the Eratosthenes experiment was at solar.
We're going to draw it. So
you asked. Right, you're muted. You asked for an answer. Listen to the answer. The sun in the Eratosthenes experiment was at solar noon, directly overhead. There's going to be practically zero refraction looking directly up through a gradient like that. Refraction will only happen when looking through the gradient, making the light bend down. Not when looking directly up. Is it going to change the direction? That's not how refraction works.
Light bends up. Light bends up, dude.
Wrong.
Not down.
Light bends down. You're wrong.
Light bends up.
Wrong. So you don't know anything about refraction. Anything at all. Like, at all.
This is what you're saying, correct?
I asked you a question. You don't know anything about refraction, do you?
That's what you're saying, correct? Is this accurate?
I asked you a question.
Is that how the sun rays?
You answer my question.
The sun rays are hitting Earth?
You answer my question, or I'm not answering yours.
It's accurate.
You answer my question, or I'm not answering yours. I'm just going to leave him muted if he doesn't answer my question. I'll unmute you. If you answer my question, you can stay unmuted. Otherwise, you go back to mute. Okay? No one can hear you right now. Not one person can hear. Okay, never mind. Well, guys, this has been an absolute fucking dumpster fire full of the most Dunning-Kruger that I have ever come across. Ever in my life. Literal inhabitant of the top left. He, amazingly, Dunning-Krugered the Dunning-Kruger. That's the first time I've seen that. I want to say thank you to everybody who has supported me tonight with Super Chats. It's been absolutely fucking amazing. All the new members, you guys kick ass beyond words. I know not everyone can support me financially, and the best way to help support the channel, if you can't do that, is to share my stuff on Facebook or Twitter, any of the social medias. I'm going to be back on Wednesday with a new episode of Flerfs for Idiots with Brainy Beaver helping me out. And Friday with a new episode of Red's Rhetoric Kills the Flat Earth. I hope everyone enjoyed that of Jason not understanding any science or how light refracts or even what adrenochrome is or, you know, how to be a decent human being. He doesn't understand any of these things. In fact, I doubt that Jason understands how to tie his own shoelaces. Thank you very much for an amazing time. 3:15 in the morning. It's definitely time for me to go to bed after destroying a flat earth. It's been amazing fun. Jason, I'd like to say thank you to you for being the biggest retard that we've ever had on the channel. Congratulations for beating the guy yesterday who I thought was the biggest retard, but you have won the award. Dumbfuck of the Year nominations so far. Jason comes top, that's for sure. I'm just going to get rid of him now because he's boring. Okay. I hope Wednesday can be okay. I'm trying to release my stuff on Wednesday, Brainy, but Thursday will be alright if that's what you can do. I'm going to go to bed. I've had a lot of fun. My brain's a bit fuddled from the stupid. So much fucking stupid. So much denialism. Remember, guys, scientific experiments can only ever be done in a vacuum chamber. Scientific observations only are allowed to be natural, I guess. Wow. A lot to unpack from that. I love every single one of you. I'm never going to stop doing this. There's always going to be stupid for me to destroy. Have a great night. And remember, stupidity is not alright. Fight the flat earth. Ah, my intro isn't playing. Shit. Hold on. Right. Because I just fucking closed this cooldown, it's made my vmix crash. So you're going to have to deal with me talking random shit for a few minutes until my vmix comes back so I can play my outro. How's everybody doing? Synaptic, thanks everyone. FTFE, you guys are all amazing. I can't believe that there was like nearly 800 people here watching as well tonight. That was incredible. Come on, vmix. I feel awkward now that I tried to do my outro and then it didn't work because you crashed. Normally, if I press this button, no. This is how you fail an outro, guys. It will come back. It just needs a minute for vmix to do what it does. This is awkward. I've had a great time tonight, though. And does anybody think that Jason won that debate? Anybody at all? Was there any flat earthers there? I don't know. I don't know what to say because I'd already planned my outro, so I'm just going to ramble incoherently for a little bit until vMix sorts itself out so I can end the stream. I want to play my outro. It's not right without my outro. Come on, vMix. Alright, okay, I guess you don't get to hear my outro, so I'm just going to sing it. Fight the flat, fight the flat, fight the flat, fight, 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 fight the flat, fight the flat, the Craig, the flat earth, bye.